Go, Rocky.
Fifers arriving. Welcome to the Fifers. I'm Rocky Muy Caliente already. This is Gilly, Lil Tate, No Trailer Creams, Chris fucking Delp, and Thumper. And today we're gonna talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. And whoever wants to go first can go first. Okay.
All right. I will. Last episode, people watched it, or one of the episodes we talked about the new bill going to be passed or trying to get passed the Missouri House, right? For tracking it and all that, Alpha-Gal. Well, now, Tuesday, April 1st at noon, let me share this real quick. All right. And fucking House Hearing Room 6, and I actually have a live feed that people can watch too if they want to watch it. Talks about diseases report to the Department of Health and CDC and all that. Now people that have it here in Missouri, if you want to submit or show up, you can testify in person if you want to. But you can also submit online witness testimony too. And I'll have the link in the comments on this for that. So that way people, if they want to get their story out there, tell these jackasses in Jeff City to pass the shit. So that way we can start solving the fucking problem that the ticks fucking provide, that give us. Because until you live with it, it fucking sucks living with it. It will hamper because every day, your deodorant sometimes fucking, you can't use it no more because some of the chemicals, meds, soap, anything. The people like lotions, especially the females, the makeup, the lotions, all that. They got to be careful what they fucking buy because that shit will soak into your skin too. That's all I got on that one. I'll post this in the comments here. Paste. There we go. But yeah, oops, sorry. Wrong button. But also, too, have y'all seen, this was on Facebook. Let me get it pulled up here. That the Nimitz has a new mascot.
I hope it's not something stupid.
No, it ain't. It ain't fucking stupid.
Okay. I'm just worried.
Poseidon.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's fucking awesome. Because a lot of people don't realize the history of the labs, right? They were actually fishing dogs on the fishing boats. They would go down, get the nets, bring it back up so they could, so that way the fucking fishermen can fucking get the nets up to the, on the ship, right? That's the reason why they was bred, why they could handle cold water. And they was bred for that. A lot of people don't realize that. But I think it's fucking awesome to have a lab back on a fucking ship, right? But one thing I want to know is who's going to clean up his dog shit?
Right.
It's probably was going to be me, on being restricted to the boat and having extra duty. So, meaning like really extra duty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say probably Master at Arms.
Probably, but he's more like what I see is like a facility dog, right? Not really, drug dog or anything like some of the MPs have, right?
Well, he's just a mascot, so he's just everybody's buddy.
I wonder if they taught him how to salute, right? Because you can teach dogs to salute.
Yeah, that'd be their responsibility.
Yeah. I wonder if they give him a rank too, man. What rank they give him?
Who's going to play fetch and bounce ball off the fantail?
The only way we could find that out is if they gave the Devil Dogs a rank in the Marine Corps.
They did.
What'd they give them?
Their mascot, he's like a sergeant or something like that.
Yeah.
Is he a gunny?
Let's see here.
I think they actually do have a rank because they actually get paid for their services. Pays for their dog food and toys.
Marine Corps dog.
They get an allowance.
Lance Corporal.
Okay. He's a Lance Corporal. He is named after Major General Bruno Halcott, who at the time of his death was the first general officer killed during the Vietnam War.
Chesty. There it is.
Well, the new one is
Right.
Lance Corporal now, the newest one. Yeah, Chesty, what the fuck was he?
I mean, you're going to have a Marine on the boat taking care of him.
See, the current Chesty is the 16th mascot. So technically, that says that Chesty's still the mascot.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I'd love to fucking, if I was a special rank, right, I would love to have that rank right there.
I like how Norway has a penguin as their mascot, and it actually has a high rank.
What rank?
It looked like, I don't know, it was on Gilly's screen there. It looked like Admiral or something.
When I think of penguins now, dude, I think of Billy Madison when he's talking to the penguin when he's drunk.
Right.
I can't help it, man. That's what comes to me when I see penguins. Or it's Robin Williams in Happy Feet. I am the penguin of love. You know, he talks like
I've never seen that one. I've never seen Happy Feet.
Happy Feet is fucking funny, right? Because it's got Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman. They're like the mom and dad of Elijah, the guy that played fucking Frodo, right? And he does the voice of the main character. And this motherfucking penguin can't sing, but all the other penguins can sing. This motherfucker can tap dance. That's why they call him Happy Feet, right? But
nice.
He's like, Hugh Jackman's like, oh, mama. And I forget what Nicole Kidman says, but it's so funny because he ends up ending up with like fucking Robin Williams' character. He's like, I am the penguin of love. He's like kind of like an Antonio Banderas blow up doll from South Park. You know, it's fucking silly, but I love it. It's great. I guess awesome. I just love the comedy. I can't help it.
Yeah, I've never seen that one, but it's
Hey, Hodge is on a different note, right? I saw this the other day. You know, since you might be getting when you do get back out in the dating world, right?
Yeah.
When she ask you where you're gonna take her after dinner, here you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
One of these days we'll talk about that shit, the dating world.
Oh fuck. I'll tell you, man, it's fucking changed.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
It's so stupid.
Hey, we should do some blind dates for Gilly.
Oh fuck no. Not blind dates. No.
Well, we'll all just go online and then you have to pick. You have to go with everyone we pick.
That would be actually pretty fun.
Oh fuck no! Oh fuck no!
I'm only gonna pick high caliber girls. They're gonna look like you remember South Park when they had fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter on it, and Cartman was imitating him, and he had like Beth, and she had just like these big tits. Beth, come here, bitch, or whatever her name was. That's what I'm gonna get Gilly.
Oh fuck!
We'll set you up.
Yeah, I don't know. You didn't hear Rocky before we started our podcast. The soon to be ex, they all came in and moved all of her stuff out today, so they're not here anymore. They've been the last 2 days. They haven't been in the house. So
how do you feel about that? Are you doing better?
I'm happy. It's less stress. My son and I have space now, and we got room. We don't have other people on top of us. You know.
Yeah, it's so weird, bro. Like when I was stationed in DC as at the Washington Navy Yard as MAC and all that stuff, I had a girl that worked for me, right? She was a civilian. And it was this weird thing where women would try to put their problems on top of you to make you solve them, right? And I told her one day, I said, not my wife, not my fucking problem.
Yeah.
And she heard that, and I don't think she ever heard a man ever not simp, because I'm not a fucking simp.
Right.
And I was like, not my wife, not my fucking problem. My wife is my problem. Every other girl, I don't care.
You know,
What are you doing for me? What are you doing for me to make me take care of you? Why do
it's
I owe
funny.
you something when you don't owe me anything? Go fuck yourself, motherfucker. And so she took that in. She's like, not my wife, not my fucking problem. She was like, holy crap. It like clicked in her head, right? And she's like, damn. And
Yeah.
what I noticed after that is she was more respectful to me because she knew like I'm not a guy that's gonna fucking, oh, I feel sorry for you because you made stupid fucking choices. No, you have a free will, you chose stupid shit, go fuck yourself, deal with it.
So one of my friends messaged me, is a female, and she knows I'm, going through the divorce and everything. And she sent me a message through Facebook, and it was how to flirt with your wife. And it was a guy dressed up in like a skirt and like a wife beater. And he was doing chores while his wife was sitting there watching him on the couch and stuff, like getting all hot and bothered and clapping and all this. And I'm like, that's kind of funny that is, it's, to me, it's crazy that it's even comedy, because now you're telling people that you got to do all these chores while your wife sits on her ass to make her happy.
Oh, that
You
that's
know?
called chore play, and I think that
Yeah.
comes from a podcast where Ava Lovia, she's a porn star. I really don't know who she is, but she said, you know, my husband does this crap. I can't believe she's fucking married. Like, who's stupid enough to marry a girl like that? But
Yeah.
anyways, she's like, he does that, and it's like, so the man has to suck up to get what he's owed because he
It's
married you.
yeah, it's the whole happy
Yeah,
wife, happy life thing, and that's bullshit, because
no,
that
it
tells
is.
that tells young men that in order to have a good life and a smooth life, you have to do everything possible to make your wife happy, but it's never reciprocated. It's not, there's no saying out there that talks about if you say it where it's backwards.
Oh
There's
no, no.
never.
Here's the original. I'm gonna read it to you. It's actually from the Bible. We'll solve this real quick. It says,
Do do do.
Right. While you're
I wish
while
I
you're
had that.
looking it up though, I don't fall into that. I did a ton for her, and I've been over backwards, and it still, look where it got me. It didn't get me anywhere other than, you know, everything she told me.
here
But
it is. It's Genesis chapter 2, verses 18. All right. I know that some people don't believe in this crap, but too fucking bad. This is fucking real. I don't care what you say. I don't care if it hurts your fucking feelings. Deal with it. It says, then the Lord God, that's Yahuwah Elohim. It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. A helper fit for him.
That's what I got with my wife.
Now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast out of the field and every bird of the heavens and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. So Adam named everything like that's a fucking pterodactyl. That's a T-Rex. That's a great white shark. That's a fucking anteater. Okay. The man gave names to all the livestock and all the birds and all of the heavens and every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper. A helper. Notice this name is helper, fit for him, for the man. Okay. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and while he slept, took one of the ribs and closed it up in its place with flesh, and the rib of the Lord and the rib that the Lord God, Yahuwah God, or Yahweh, had taken from the man he made into a woman, brought her to the man. Then the man said, this is the last of my bones and the flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. So women come from men. I remember I pissed off a feminist in 2009 in a
Wait a second.
because I
Repeat.
said that, and they got so mad, and I was like, "That's what it says, stupid fuck."
Now hold on. Repeat that line again. Women come from where?
Because she was taken out of man. So men were the pinnacle of creation, right? The offshoot was the woman. She was the genetic copy of a man, but in a different sex so they could procreate. That's what that means.
That's what the woman comes from man.
Yes. Now here's the key point. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother
You don't
and
get
hold
it.
fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked, and they were not ashamed. So that means that all these women that think you're supposed to fucking do all this fucking goddamn bullshit for them, they're full of shit. They're fucking dumb, and they don't understand what their fucking place is in the world. And I don't care if you fucking get offended or fucking not. You know why? Because you're not going to deny the fucking Father who is the patriarch in heaven. There's two patriarchies, idiots. There's either God the Father or Satan. And Satan's also like a dude, right? Because there's also a theory that Satan had sex with Eve to bring on Cain, which I don't think is real. But anyways, if you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you. If you get mad,
I wish we had some feminists watching this right now.
bring them on. Bring them on. I don't care. I'm not scared of them because they don't scare me, because everything they go from is fucking emotion. It's not logic. It's not reasoning. It's not scientific. It's not anything but their fucking feelings.
Oh, this is great.
I should have wore the fuck your feelings shirt today.
I'm still stuck on the line that women come from men.
Yeah. Like if you really read the Bible, Chris, it says,
what if they're lesbians?
Only some.
You still gotta have man sperm to fucking procreate, to have life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think women understand, like, if you make artificial wombs, like in the Matrix, men are gonna have control of that, right? Because we create the technology. We're gonna make more men because if you're gonna try to protect the nation, do you need men or women for that?
I need women.
Huh?
I need women.
You do for a certain reason, right? But do you need all the drama?
Mine puts my clothes on for me if I don't stop her.
Well, you have a good woman, and you have something. You have a woman.
Mine takes my clothes off, puts them on, washes them, folds them, puts them away. I don't say nothing.
That's because she does not want your dirty clothes tearing up the house after you come home from work, dirtying up the house.
But
I had to go to West Virginia to find her.
You know what, Chris, though? I bet your wife is a great woman. She's a great woman. And she's a woman that is a wife.
And she's my best friend. That's one in the beginning. She's my best friend.
Yes. So, I mean, what it says is, because in the Hebrew, it says when they took the rib out of Adam, it was the deepest part of Adam's heart. That's why men love women more than women love men, unfortunately. That's why you have all the chaos that you have going on in the dating world, where women are these cold, callous creatures that pretend they're pragmatic, pretending to be romantics, and men are romantics pretending to be pragmatic. We're the more romantic sex.
I agree. I have extra heart because I have 2 stents in mine, so I have extra.
But anyways, I'm off for that. But anyway.
All right. Now,
I just wanted to let you know she's gone.
It's not like she's gone from Hall and Oates, though, right? She's gone like it's a good thing.
Oh yeah, okay. It's a good thing.
As long as it's not like Hall and Oates.
Now on to current news. This comes straight out of Looney Bin, California, people.
Who's from California? We know.
There's a few.
Rocky.
Damn.
Well, he grew up outside of LA and all that. Victorville, I think it was. He grew up out of, But
well, I mean, look at his background picture.
Well, fuck, he was nutty like that when he first got to the fucking fight.
I think everybody
me and Dub got stuck working with him. Well, but we still had some good times though, man, because we was all a little fucking nutty.
He got out. He got out though.
Who?
Rocky.
Yeah, he got out of Cali.
Oh yeah.
He got out of California. He got out of the engine room.
Yep. Well, technically, he didn't get out of the engine room. He still had to stay and watch down there because he was qualified.
Yep. Yeah, he hated that.
All right, I heard you motherfuckers talking shit. What
Oh,
were
you
saying
were
about
gone?
California?
You were gone?
So
All
look,
right.
look, I'm from California, and I'm not fucking full retard like all the other fucking Californians.
And just like these people we're going to show you, right, on the next clip,
We
they
say
done went full retard.
They did. They went full retard. Never go.
They're-
Upper Rocky, you know exactly which one. Now, Rocky, don't say nothing yet
I
Yep.
won't.
on this one. Because I know you got something to say on this because I seen you commented on it earlier.
I do.
All right. Share.
we saved Rocky. He's okay now.
All right. I'm going to play this here. All right. Sound up.
Where's the sound?
LA City Council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand
Sure.
to help remove the signs. They say the no cruising and no U-turn signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
I was
Cruising.
also surprised that these U-turn signs were still up. And
Look at the
first, they
name.
seem a little.
How can you take that dude
okay,
serious?
U-turn sign. But when you learn the
Look at-
history of
did
it,
you see the
you
name?
realize
It said
that these were
maybe a
used
girl.
to profile gay
What?
people. It's so important that we have these
The
removed.
name was maybe a
The LA
girl.
City Council members say the signs were put up after
What the hell
gay
does
community began
cruising got
grow
to
and
do with
because
gay
there was a
people?
gay
They put
bar
it up
that
because we were having fun.
Cruising? There was
Yeah,
a
we used to
called
cruise all the
Cruising
time,
back
and then
in
they
like the
banned it.
70s or 80s that
We
Al
did it
Pacino
in
was
the
in. It was about
90s.
gay people.
And
We did
this
it in
right
the
here gives,
90s.
and there's a guy that we bring us back up here. This guy, Rocky commented. I ain't gonna read that one though, but I'll let Rocky know. Read it if he wants to. But
Let me see what I wrote. I can't remember. I said a comment needs. I meant to say needs to hit California along with the do. That's a directed energy weapon to finish the fucking job. Like seriously, dude. Why do they think this is actually going to be okay? How
And this
many
next
fucking
guy-
trap? You know why they did this? Here's why they did this. They did this because if they have more traffic accidents, what happens? It's more police work, it's more court, it's more money.
Yep.
So these people
and this,
that are using their lifestyle as their whole fucking identity politics, which is fucking retarded.
well,
And
Before-
they're what's going to happen is the government is going to siphon money from all these people because they're stupid enough to go along with this because they're emotional and they can't think fucking logical. I
well,
guess
and
I'm in
get
a kind of mood. I'm sorry.
well, and they also this guy said, next guy is Jason Sum. As a gay man, I'm so done with these people. You know, they're giving the gay community a bad fucking rep. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
With all this trans bullshit, right? Because
I
even
have-
the gay people are starting to have enough of this fucking bullshit.
yeah, I
We
mean,
don't
I
care.
have,
No
I
one
have
cares
nothing-
if you're fucking gay people. You want to play dress up, play dress up.
yeah,
But we don't have to fucking recognize you as a fucking wannabe woman or wannabe man. You want to be gay? Be gay. You want to fuck other dudes and ass? Then do it. You want to eat others? Eat other women's fucking pussy? Then do it.
yeah. I mean,
No
who
one cares.
cares what your sexual orientation is? I care about what do you do in life.
But it's kind of funny how now fucking street signs are becoming fucking homophobic or fucking racist. Enough is enough, people. People in California need to stand up to these motherfuckers, vote them out of office, and say, no, we're not doing this bullshit no more for you motherfuckers. Because this is less than 1% of the fucking population that motherfuckers are catered to. Right there.
Hey, what was the trans guy that does the makeup? Oh shoot,
That
RuPaul?
Jeffree Star guy.
Jeffree
Yeah,
Star.
Jeffree Star.
Did
Yeah.
you see Jeffree Star talk about that too? He was like, "These people are freaking idiots," and he doesn't even want to associate with them.
Even the fucking Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner now says the same fucking thing about the motherfuckers.
But you know what's crazy though is you got that Jeffree Star guy saying that, but then he's turning around and selling all of his makeup and making fucking buku dollars from him.
Well, that's his business. I mean, if he wants to sell makeup, I mean,
now if you
more
yeah.
power to him. He's selling yaks in Wyoming now.
In Wyoming, I wonder how that goes over being in there. In
Well,
Wyoming.
he moved to Wyoming because he got all pissed off, and then now he sells yak meat
Yeah.
and his makeup.
That's a weird combination of businesses, but whatever.
Dude,
But I thought,
I mean, we've seen so many weird things now. It's what the weirdness is they're trying to make it fucking normal.
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
And if you keep going along with it and not think critically, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's okay, or whatever. Okay, that's just them. Okay, that is just them. But you know what? It's not fucking reality.
True.
Reality, the thing that I want to tell people is if you have this fucking mindset where you think that all this shit is okay, someday reality is going to hit you in the fucking face like a fucking fist that breaks your fucking nose and knocks your teeth out. And you're sitting there with a bloody nose and no teeth. But it's your own fucking fault because you thought that emotionalism, I think there's a religion of emotionalism, which is retarded. And it's going to bite you in the ass. And I mean, I could talk about this all day because, I see a lot of this. I deal with it with my son, my sons and my daughter. And, I guess I'm more attuned to it because I do have kids that are going through this right now. So I want to guide my daughter. I love my daughter. She's beautiful. I love her. She's also a butt face, but I love her.
That's all kids.
But you know what? I
Yeah.
love my sons too. And my son, it's weird. I have two sons of my own, and one is artistic like me, and one is athletic like me. And they're so fucking opposite to each other, but they're two sides of me. It's really weird. It's weird to see that. Like, you see one kid, he plays guitar, he can sing, and the other one's an athlete, and he wrestles, and they don't mix. But it's like two different sides of me. And it's interesting to see it, but it's also it's also it's heartbreaking because I want them to be well-rounded people, just like my daughter, right? My daughter likes this band called Piercing the Veil. You ever hear of these guys?
Oh yeah.
They're emo, scream metal.
No. Listen
They're
to country.
okay. But I'm like, look, I'm like, she's emo, right? She doesn't dress like emo. But I'm like, if you want real emo, listen to the fucking Cure. Listen
Yeah.
to fucking Love Will Tear Us Apart, Joy Division. They're emo too, right? Kind of, but they're older, but they have way better music than these motherfuckers do. So
It's just a taste thing, though. That's just what they
it is.
like.
I'm almost. It's so weird. It's like I wish they just like Metallica, like Injustice for All, Master of Puppets, and Ride the
Yeah.
Lightning and Kill Them All.
Black
I'm like,
Album.
why can't you be well rounded and just like
You can introduce it to them, but you can't force them.
I know, dude. There was a guy I was in the Navy with, right, back in that Suga, Japan, when I was on MA1, and this guy thought that Linkin Park had a bigger fan base than Metallica.
He was nuts.
Yeah, I was like, are you kidding me?
Worldwide.
Metallica's not better than Linkin Park. I'm like, Linkin Park has some cool songs, right? Like the Transformers thing, but you have Metallica. And they've been around since like 1981, but their first album came out in 1983, and that shit sounded like a fucking machine gun.
Even Queen has more of a following than Linkin Park.
I was gonna say Queen, yeah.
Well,
like
Queen
right now,
Queen
Queen has a bigger following.
Dude, when
than,
I watched an interview
Metallica.
with James Hetfield and fucking I think Kirk Hammett, and they're like, we were influenced by the fucking guitar player of Queen. Like, in Another One Bites the Dust, how he does that weird thing.
Yep.
Metallica does that in some of their songs in like what is it? Damage Incorporated. So it's like,
oh yeah, Master of Puppets.
yeah, dude, Master Puppets is amazing. So is I used to call my sister the thing that should not be. I didn't know that was H.P. Lovecraft, the Nyarlathotep or whatever it's called. I can't say the fucking words, but I told my sister, I said, "You're the thing that should not be." I love my sister. She's great. She's a good lady. But back in the day when I was a teenager in the 90s, I was like, "You're the thing that should not be."
Just picture Rocky with long hair.
Right? We got to get AI to draw
and
that
big
up for us.
and bigger boobs.
We got
Bigger boobs. You're retarded, dude.
Oh my goodness.
I'll get AI to draw it up for like just take a picture of Rocky and then have it turn him into a woman. Then we'll know.
Oh my God, I'd be like the ugliest fucking chick that ever lived.
Hey, didn't
Well,
we
you did
have
have
him
to lose
dressed like a woman on Wog Day?
Huh?
Didn't we have Rocky dressed like a woman on? I mean, not you, but Gilly on Wog Day.
No, that was not Wog Day.
Who was it?
That
Who
was
was it?
fucking. That was 99. We was in the shipyard. It's Halloween. Fucking Eureka. We
Yeah,
went
I
over to his
remember.
house for Halloween party,
That's right.
and all the fucking everybody's wife that was there said, since I didn't dress up right, I was the only one that did not dress up. They was gonna dress me right, and they dressed me up like a fucking woman. I didn't have much hair. I mean, I kept it short, but luckily they didn't have a wig. But they did the makeup. Fucking had to put my shirt up in the fucking wherever the fuck how they do it, right?
Gilly, did you have a high tight back then?
Huh?
A
Yeah,
high
I had high and tight.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know
did.
what? You know what became a joke in the military for a long time? I know you
What?
guys know this. What is the haircut that motherfuckers had that would keep you at work till 7 or 8 o'clock at night for no reason? The fucking
Flat top or high and tight.
The
The high
fucking
and tight.
high and tight. That's why I never had that, because I was like, look, if you guys do your fucking job, go the fuck home. Don't get in fucking trouble. And then I read them the fucking safety brief, the weekend safety brief, right? I actually told that to fucking people every fucking day. I was like, don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Don't end up on the news, social media, or in fucking jail. But if you end up in jail, establish dominance quickly. You know? So
Shit, every time when I got to Laboon, since I was a little wilder what the East Coast Sailors was, a lot of the safety briefs was directed towards me at another fucking GSM. that was a jarhead formerly.
That's how it was for me at FFG class run 14 in Mayport, and then 22 over in Norfolk. Every time it was like, because I was always over there, I'd always end up spending the weekends out there and shit, and
Yep.
they'd be like, "Nope, you need to listen to this."
I didn't get to go any Eureka parties. He didn't like my ass.
I never went to any either.
I think I did. I met Ava. Eva,
Eva.
his wife. She was a pretty woman, and I don't know what happened to them, but
they got divorced.
Yeah, he's in Texas. He's in Texas now.
Yeah, he's remarried now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing voluntary fire department and there for a while, and I think he was trying to get on, and I don't know if he got on or not.
I miss
He
that
was
dude. I wish I
traveling.
could talk to him again.
Yeah, he's traveling now for fucking setting up gas plants or something.
Yep, because Smith, she lives up by Des Moines, and she told me he was in town, and I was like, shit, like I can't make it. I was busy. There was something going on. I couldn't make it up there, and she was meeting up with him to hang out, and I was like, fuck, I could drive up there, but I had something going on or something, and so I wasn't able to get up there and see him. But yeah, he travels for work. But so does she. She goes.
I have him on my Facebook, but he never comments or answers back or anything.
You know what though? I think that like I really don't comment on a lot of stuff, especially before I got out of the Navy. I comment on a lot of more stuff now that I'm out of the Navy, but since I'm not in the Navy anymore and I'm retired and all that fucking shit, I'll comment on stuff and I won't give a fuck about how many people's feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
Because
that's fine too. I mean, it's your opinion.
Here's my going philosophy on that. If you don't care about what I feel, why the fuck should I care about what you feel?
That's perfectly honest.
And that's fair, right? Fair as fuck. Hey, if we're all blank fucking slates and fucking equal, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Like when
because I don't agree with you, maybe you need to think about why I don't agree with you. But I bet you people don't even go that fucking far.
Gilly always thought he could beat my ass wrestling, and
I-
I respected what he said. But
Did he beat your ass wrestling?
when he come
I
down
never
to it, he
did.
never did.
I think I beat you.
No, I don't think so.
I did.
Oh, he
Gilly even got Boswell to try.
I beat Boswell.
Well, I beat Boswell.
I don't think Boswell was a wrestler though.
No,
He was just a big Iowa boy. Bitch. I hope he's doing okay. I have no ill feelings against him or anything like that. I hope he's doing good.
I don't either. I had him on Facebook for a while. He was doing a whole bunch of like consulting and doing stuff in the yards, I believe.
yeah.
He was
But
doing a
you know
whole bunch
what?
of yard stuff.
That dude had a knowledge of engineering and gas turbines and boilers and everything like that.
Yeah,
Guy
but he was a little bit
he
arrogant.
truly was a BT, man.
But he was a little bit
BTs,
arrogant about it, and he wouldn't teach people. And that's where he was lacking. He would just call you an idiot because you didn't know it, instead of
Oh, he
trying to
would teach.
teach you.
He would teach certain people.
he taught
Right.
people he liked.
Right.
He-
And that's
he
wrong.
Yeah, that is wrong. He just didn't like you for some reason.
Yeah, he didn't like me. Neither did Eureka, and I didn't give a shit. But I tried to teach everybody everything I knew, even
Oh,
if
yeah,
it wasn't
he did
right.
too.
If it was a shortcut, or
Yeah.
I would say, hey man, this is how I do it. It's not the way
Yeah.
the book's supposed to do it, but I'm going to show you both ways. You decide which one you're going to do.
Yeah.
And I would give everybody my knowledge, even to this day at work now. It's like I'm the go-to trainer because I just enjoy teaching that and watching other people like, hey, I can do it. Because a lot of people have a lot of self-doubt on they can do it. And, as we learned showing up, it was you just do it. There's no bad consequence for trying.
Exactly. Now, different subject here, people.
Okay.
Elephant meat. Elephant meat.
I've never tried it.
I haven't
Me
either.
neither.
Hey, it's mammal meat. Can you eat that?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I can't eat it. But I'm saying a lot of people don't realize it's a thing out there.
You what?
This is,
Fuck, dude. I need to get a
I-
safari fucking hat to wear while we're talking about elephants.
I would try it if somebody
I'm
sent
gonna
it to
get a
me.
safari hat.
$6.39. Price dropper, Queen's price dropper.
Where the hell is this sold at?
Well, it's not sold. I mean, it's highly prohibited in a lot of countries.
I think it's not even allowed to be exported from like Africa.
You got the snout too, kind of like a hog snout.
Yeah,
Come
because if
on
you
now.
go down there to do a safari hunt, they won't let you bring any of the meat back. It has to stay.
Elephant meat with gravy.
I'll try it.
Man, some of this shit has to be fake.
It
No,
probably,
it ain't.
tastes like a large
In
squirrel.
Africa, you can the locals do hunt for their meat. They really do.
Yeah, and all the safari and the paid hunts that you go do, they give that to the villages when you shoot it. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to take it with you, and they eat it.
Yeah.
You see, like on this one, all right, get back. I'm trying to find where it's highly like B vitamin, right? It has a lot of nutrient value. Here we go. See, the strong apples that has been hunted for its meat by locals in parts of Africa. Its fat content is about the same as a pig, and it's low in cholesterol. The elephant has more B vitamins than other animals because of its diet, including nuts, grasses, fruit, trees, and shrubs. It's very high in iron with 46% higher levels than beef. It also contains more potassium than vitamin C than beef, chicken, or pork. So on nutrient level, it's about the same as fucking emu and ostrich. It really is. But I thought that was weird. I came across that on Facebook one day, and I started looking shit, right? I was like, damn, I wish I would have known that. I went to fucking Africa. I would have fucking tried it. Or would have tried finding a place that cooked it.
I mean, I've had like kangaroo, and stuff.
Oh, kangaroo's fucking awesome, man.
It was
I can't
good.
eat it.
No, we went all those times, and I never tried kangaroo when I was there.
It
What
was
the
good.
fuck?
I liked it.
What the hell was
I
you eating?
didn't.
Fucking Mickey D's, KFC over there?
I really don't think I ate. I think I just drank.
Well, we know your big ass had to eat at some point.
Yeah, I had a Roo
Yeah, but I
burger.
can't even remember eating in Australia. Well, yeah, I think we went to a restaurant there on what was it, King's Cross. Yeah, I think I ate one time, but I
What'd
probably
you
just
do?
got a
Just wait till
steak or
you got
something.
back to the boat to eat?
Probably cheap ass.
Yeah, kangaroo. I mean, that's fucking awesome. I wish I could still have that.
Yeah, I had that and the Barracuda burger.
Yep,
They, the steak of the Barracuda
yep,
and the Roo burger, and man, that was good. I
yep.
like
You
that.
know,
They,
I
they
might have had a
grilled it.
root burger.
They they
The
grilled it.
wheels
And
are
it was
turning.
delicious.
So was
Sounds
the
like
kangaroo like gamey, kind of like deer or anything, or?
not really. I mean, it's all about how you prepare it.
Yeah,
You ever see those pictures of kangaroos and they look like deers on fucking steroids without any?
Oh yeah,
Because they're
Oh
yeah,
like
yeah,
jacked.
the
those
they're
the
jacked.
fighting
those
ones.
are the deer that went to fucking prison. I'm telling you.
They're prison mics. I'm prison Mike.
Hmm.
Someday, dude, we all have to wear fucking bandanas like we're in prison.
Oh
That's going to be a day. We're going to look in the calendar and say if there's International Prison Day, and we'll all wear fucking bandanas for that shit.
no. We don't need to do that. We get enough gay jokes anyways because we're Navy. So
Yeah. You know what I found out, dude? You know what I found out while I was in the Navy? The Navy's not the gay one. The gayest branch is actually
Army.
the Army or the Marine Corps.
Yeah, it's definitely the army. I gotta
And
say it's the
here's
army.
why, bro. I was in Gitmo, right? I was Gitmo from 2008 to 2011, and we had the detainee camps, right? So we had Army and fucking Marine Corps and Navy there, right? NEGB, Naval Expeditionary Guard Battalion, and the Army ran part of it, right? But there was a one-star admiral, and we found out when they created barracks that Army guys were always complaining of sexual assault because they were fucking each other in the ass. And
seriously,
no, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not even making fun of I'm not even making fun of this, dude. It's not even funny. Like it's funny, but it's not because these guys were so like the people that were dealing with the detainees, they were so fucked over by their chains of command that these people that lived in the prisons, they would get steak dinners. They would get everything they wanted, and they could treat every fucking guy like you and me that was serving like a piece of shit. And sometimes those guys, whether they're Army, Marine Corps, or Navy, would beat the fucking shit out of them. And they would get hammered for it. They'd go to captain's mast, they'd go to admiral's mast, or whatever it is. They'd get kicked out or processed to another command. But these people that were fucking terrorists that threw grenades and killed Americans or killed children or whatever would get away with it. And and you know what it was because of politics. Because some bleeding heart fucking retarded goddamn motherfucking liberal that never fucking lived outside the country, served the country, or did anything but go to college and become a pussy, fucking thought that it was wrong. It's like, did you see people die? Did you see people get blown up? Did you see lives get destroyed? No. You just saw that some guy got fucking detained or girl in a prison. So go fuck yourself. I remember, dude, I was doing commissions in 2008, and I was one of the guys that do convoys from the camps to this place where they were doing the commission court cases, right? And you had Muslims and all these guys that were fucking graduating from Boston University and said, I don't recognize American authority. Okay, so why should Americans recognize your fucking authority? But
Not at all.
Americans were so liberal that they were like, okay, well, let's believe what they believe, but they never believed that these people believed actually this is what they believe and never took it serious. So that's why more people got killed, right? And I cussed out this woman. She was some famous writer. I forget her name. She was fucking ugly as fucking fat too. She had a fucking pot belly. She looked like a fucking pear. Imagine a pear with legs that was with long hair. Look at a pear, a pear that's a fruit, and then look at someone that looks like that and actually try to take them serious.
Shit,
And I said,
sounds like a girl I used to fuck in there in Washington State.
and I said,
She was shaped like a
I told
pear.
her,
Wait,
I
just
told her,
Washington State?
I
Yeah,
told
just
her,
Washington.
I
Was it
told
my
her,
ex-wife?
I told her, I said, you're a fucking idiot moron, you stupid fucking dumbass. You think because you write shit it means anything? You stupid fuck. Go fuck yourself and shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. You got free speech. Does that mean you have freedom to fucking lie? When did it say free speech meant you can lie? If everyone wants to lie, then where's the truth? Where's the heart of the matter?
All right, we're going to,
Yeah.
before we go off the rails on this one here, because I know where you're going, Rocky.
No, dude. I'm sorry. I don't mean to
No,
be-
it's fine, but we're gonna shift to another topic here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
And, sorry, guys. I'm just the way I am because I've seen a
oh,
lot
we
of
know you're passionate, but every now and then we gotta rein you back in every now and then.
You're sounding like Boz.
Who?
Boswell. Bitch.
Like I was like, bitch,
You
All
get
right.
in touch with your feminine side.
Nah, there's no feminine side with me. There's just anger and rage.
There should be feminine on the outside of you.
No.
Now,
You're feminine with this gray hair.
this is from the Jerusalem Post, right? And no, it's not biblical, Rocky.
Researchers say that SAR, S-A-R,
They used sonar to find the vast city beneath the pyramids.
ooh,
of the Giza.
yeah.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
So
The
what does it
underneath.
say? What does it say?
Researchers have claimed to have discovered 8 vertical cylinder shaped structures referred to as shafts extending 2,100 feet below the depth beneath the pyramids.
You notice the word shaft?
We know you did.
I'm just playing.
Italian and Scottish researchers claim they have found a major discovery beneath the pyramids of Giza, potentially rewriting the history of ancient Egypt. Using radar technology, the team led by
Corrado
fuck that is.
Malanga.
Yeah. From Italy's University of Pisa, flipping bomb, blah, 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 Scotland. And now stretching more than 6,500 feet directly below the pyramids.
Dude, that's more than a mile down.
Oh, hell yeah, man. So that just proves right there that we don't know our true history right there.
No, we've been fucking lied to, guys. We've inherited lies.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, you know what's weird? And I've noticed on YouTube, they don't like people like me and you guys to talk. Because when we discuss things that are questionable and historical, they don't want us to know what's actually going on. It's sad. They want you to keep this weird status quo, right? And you know that most of us, even in the military, we're not brainwashed. I think guys born in the 70s and the early 80s, like us, are not brainwashed.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like we're this generation where they're like, well, we drink out of fucking water hoses. We didn't come home and go inside the house till the lights fucking came on, or it was 9 o'clock at night, right?
But the only reason for that is Days of Our Lives and stuff like that existed. So your mom kicked your ass out of the house so she could watch those.
Yes.
Because that's what happened at my house.
Yeah.
And so, I still watch Days of Our Lives. Fuck it. Mom always recorded, so.
As my mom would watch As the World Turns, and we would call it As the Worm Squirms.
My dad graduated with one of the gals that was on there. I think it was Days of Our Lives, Donna Love.
Now watch the shafts that they just discovered. There's probably people down there controlling the weather, causing those earthquakes over in Thailand and Myanmar.
How much would that surprise you, though?
It wouldn't, because I mean, if you think about it, man, the history of that place, you know, and in the Middle East itself, you know, like It would make sense there would be like a control center down there.
But what does that tell you? Where did they get the technology from?
Good question.
Now, this is where we go into the realm of speculation and Bible. Like there's beings that had technology, right? They had technology before us. If you read the book of Enoch, it says these beings taught us the art of war. They taught us how to do abortion. They taught us how to make a birth control pill. They taught us how to have women put on makeup for deception.
Uh,
Literally, it's
The
in
original
book of Enoch.
camouflage.
Huh?
The original camouflage.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty face, but what's behind that face, right? That's why I think the saying came out that's beauty is only skin deep.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it comes from that, but you have these beings that came down, they taught us this shit, and when they taught us this stuff, they taught us the evil side of it instead of the good side. Look at my fist is like that.
Or they saw what direction we were going with it and they said, fuck it, peace out, and they left.
Or they
Yeah,
taught
that
us
would
the
be
good
like
side.
that would be like Angels on the Sidelines from fucking what's that Tool song? It's from 2006.
Mm,
I know. I
Or
couldn't listen to it. So.
They taught us the good and bad, and we used it for bad.
Yes, we did. And it's so weird because when you read Genesis chapter 6, it says, when man began to populate, the angels came down, they had sex with women, the sons of God that came down, had sex with women, created Nephilim, and the Nephilim started doing all this other stuff. They were giants and all this other crap, right? That's where you get all the Greek mythology with the three-headed dog, the fucking Cyclops that's 40 feet tall, and all these other motherfuckers, right? The
Could the
snake
Nephilim be
people.
angels?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're seraphim, and seraphim look like reptilian. They had 6 wings, right? In heaven, they're described as having 6 wings. One covers their eyes, one keeps them afloat, and one covers their feet because they can't look on a holy God. And all they say all the time is, holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. So it's telling you there's a Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost, right? And these guys are reptilian. They look serpent in nature, right? And then you have
yeah,
all
you
these
can.
weird serpent gods that are in India and the Middle East and all this stuff. It's really weird. When you start to like break it down and look at it, it's weird because you don't know how to make it make sense because you've been taught something that's not been taught ever before. So you have to throw away everything you've been taught, right? You have to unlearn what you have learned, like Yoda says, right? And look at it, and it's crazy. And most people cannot look at it because it's so fucking weird. It is weird. It's really weird. So I'll leave you with that. But anyways,
Yeah. That whole thing though with the earthquake is crazy. They found ribbon fish again.
ribbon fish
Yep.
in Myanmar?
Yeah, they found ribbon fish on the beaches.
Dude, that earthquake was like 7.7 magnitude, right? And
Yeah,
and I,
huge.
I saw a news report where they had like 10,000 people maybe dead.
Yeah, they're saying, I mean, so the ribbon fish, those are like a mile or more deep, and they only
They're
come
really
up. Those
cool
are the
looking.
those are the apocalypse fish, what they call them. If you see them, something bad's going to happen. Well, they found there was a picture on a beach. I don't remember where this time, but they had 2 ribbon fish laying on the beach, and it was they washed up on the shore, which makes sense because of this 7.7 earthquake. But there's videos of people on high rises and the water from the pools splashing everywhere, and then they panned off with their phone, and you saw another high rise collapse. I'd be freaking out if I was on a high rise and I watched another high rise fall. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be sitting there filming like as calm as these people were. It
I
was
think the
nuts.
one that fell looked like it was under construction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's, I mean,
Here's
shit
a
still has the
question,
Well,
earthquake
boys.
stuff,
Here's a
well, one
question.
of the. Oh, sorry.
Here's a question. Did those buildings that fell during that earthquake look like the buildings that fell during the 9/11 attack?
I don't know that. I didn't see them before they fell
You
because it
you
was
got to look at
so
that.
far away.
I didn't even see the whole thing fall. It's like they stopped.
But one of those
They,
buildings was old as hell in Bangkok. One of them
yeah.
was.
Yeah, but the one in Myanmar, that one,
Yeah.
that was like a new one. You would think with already having the foundation done and the requirements for the earthquake stuff over there now, that one would have been the one that stayed up, but it didn't. That thing came down like crazy
Well,
fast.
they need to start using carbon fiber in buildings. Get away from the traditional shit. Start using carbon fiber because it's stronger than steel. And that's been proven right there.
It needs to flex though. I don't know how
it does.
if
Carbon
it meets
fiber
the
does
requirements.
flex. It does flex
Yeah.
though. That's the thing.
Because I know the steel does.
Yeah, not always though. Not always.
Yeah, that was crazy though watching that. And that's a strong. I mean, 7.7. That's a strong earthquake.
That's a strong
That's almost like the one down in Chile. You know, like they get hit with huge ones down there, but 7.7. That's huge. That's crazy.
I almost think the carbon fiber would crack if it was stressed like that.
I don't know with the
It's
way
an engineering
those fibers
question.
are. I mean, even if it does crack, it should still have some integrity. You know, I would think.
Yeah. Because you take like a piece of steel, if you think about it, and you take like a piece of quarter 20 that's like 8 foot long, that thing will flex and bend and pretty much go right back into shape, you know, kind of when you whip it. But if you take a piece of carbon fiber, it's pretty rigid. And then every time it cracks, it just stresses it more.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there should be. I mean, you would think with the technology that we have, I mean, like,
yeah, I guess like a fiberglass.
I mean, they have metal. If you pour water on it, it will straighten itself out. You know,
right?
Why wouldn't you use something that when force is applied like that, it hardens, you know, even more or something, or it becomes a different, I don't know, different. It can handle more. You know what I mean? With the technology that we got.
So Chris, what's going on in your life right now, bro? You doing okay?
Well, I started a new job. Our old plant went down. Well, it's not really old. It was built in like 2010. And they're building a brand new plant on the plateau up at Hanford, which we deal with the nuclear waste from the good old days. So I've worked everywhere from plutonium finishing plant where we made all the plutonium for all the weapons we have. And
every time you say plutonium, it makes me think of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
1.21 gigawatts.
I kind of got out of that when we were getting ready to tear PFP down. I got out of it and went to the water side. So like public water systems. So I run a water treatment plant.
You're the man.
And I've been doing that for a while. And, you know, you have to have the state licenses and keep up on it and test for it. And it's pretty cool, but they're building us a brand new plant. And I got moved up there, and I had worked in the old plant that was there, and now seeing their new plant, it's like amazing, but there's so much to learn, but it's almost like the same plant I was running. So it's kind of cool going back to where I was before and seeing a bunch of people that it's pretty funny. They were talking about the other day. They're like, well, you trained Dave, and Dave trained us 5, and then you trained Vinny, and then they trained these 5 people. And it's like, you have like a legacy here of all these people you trained. And so it's been kind of cool. And they've accepted me coming into the group with a bunch of, you know, younger guys over the years.
So are you like the main trainer?
Not necessarily, but everybody, like all of management kind of, we do OJT, OJE, just like we did in the military, since it is, you know, government work, or we work for a government contractor. They kind of do things a little bit the same way. So it's kind of one of those things. They see that you're confident and competent, and they go, hey, if you want to learn, go to this guy. So, and I kind of take pride in it. So I always kind of have. I've always liked teaching guys. So
I know you have a drum set there. So what kind of music do you play, bro? Do you play
I've
like
been trying to play everything. Like
what, like Keith Moon from the Who, or fucking
No.
John Bonham from fucking Led
So
Zeppelin?
right now I'm playing mostly grooves. learning fills. And I don't have a lot of time to play, but I played some today. It's just repetitious playing and trying to play just grooves.
So can you play like a drum line from a good song or whatever, like fucking Another One Bites the Dust or something like that, or what?
Oh yeah, but this mic ain't gonna pick it up. I've already tried it. I need
Actually, if
to.
you fix the audio, if you
That's what
fix
he was
the
saying
audio,
last week.
if you fix the audio and you go like a step down, it will pick up your drum beat, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Let me hold on. I'll let me see if maybe it's similar to what I have, but if you go to audio settings and you have automatically adjusted noise suppression and you have low faint background noises, if you go to low faint background noises, it may pick up your drum beats, bro.
Oh. Well, also I might be able to pull the headset off too and it just pick it up through the phone. I was thinking that too. Just
Go
turn
for it
the.
and try it because everyone else is gone right now. Let's test this out, bro. There's no shame in trying, bro.
All right, hold on.
Hey, Little Tate's back. What's up, bro?
The what?
Little Tate.
Oh, he's
It's got
back.
an
Hold on.
octopus or a fucking, I don't know. It's like a tentapus or whatever it is. It has a lot more fucking arms than 8.
Said it's a thing that should not be. That's what it is.
Oh, Nyarlathotep. Dude, did you hear about the thing in Antarctica that was like an octopus, but it had like more arms?
No, I didn't hear anything about that one.
There apparently Russians went down to fucking Antarctica, right? And they found this thing that was like an octopus, but it was really smart. Octopuses are smart. Have you seen Finding Nemo Part 2 or I don't know what it's called. It's Finding
No.
The Octopus is done by Ed Neal, fucking Al Bundy. Don't try to understand women. Women understand women and they hate each other, right? Anyways, that's what he said in the fucking Married with Children. But he plays this octopus and he's really smart in this cartoon. And when they went to Antarctica, they found this thing. I forgot what it was called. It was something Animal 47 or fucking Entity 47 or something like that. And it was like this thing that was an octopus that would kill people, but it had way more arms, just like what you have on your screen right there, bro.
That's nice. Have you watched the new Twilight Zone? Because there's an episode that they're in Antarctica and they find a new octopus and they put it in a tank and it escapes because it's so smart.
Uh-huh.
Species they've never ran into either. So it's funny when you say that because there's a fucking Twilight, like the new like reboot Twilight series.
When did that happen?
I'd have to look it up. I think it's on Prime.
Oh, Prime, yeah.
Really? I mean, the only thing that I watched on Amazon lately was fucking Invincible.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. I'm
Now,
on
the
it now.
movie Last Breath, the new one with Woody Harrelson in it, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Last breath.
I'll tell everyone if anyone's watching The Pfeiffers, if you don't like comic books and you think they're gay, read Invincible and watch it. Invincible's like DC Comics and Marvel Comics put in one, but way better.
I've had the last couple of days off, and I've been watching Iron Fist because I didn't get to watch it when it came out.
Iron Fist is actually fucking cool, dude. He's got that fucking fist, and I think they're gonna bring him into the MCU, even though he should have been in there.
That's cool.
I had no problem with what they did on Netflix because I liked it because it was like rated R and it was violent and it was bloody. I thought The Punisher was great.
And if you don't like fucking comic books or video games, people out there, don't fuck off. Get up.
Did you hear that?
What?
No, go. No,
Yeah.
change your audio settings, bro.
Holy shit.
It's good to see you, Lil Tate. What's going on, bro?
No, just chilling. Oh yeah, so it's called The Twilight Zone, and the episode is 6. But
6?
The title of it is 8.
8?
Yeah, it's in season 2.
And it's on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Prime.
I'm gonna
Hey,
check
Chris.
that out, dude.
Change it to high background speech on your audio.
Shit,
Change it
I'm
to
trying
that.
to find even where it's at.
You have to keep looking, sailor. Oh, Mr. Krabs is talking to you right now.
More.
Yeah, I heard you say, well, just me and you, and we're gonna test this out. So I was laying down, so my vertigo been acting up. I was like, oh fuck.
You doing okay now, bro?
Yeah, it's still going, but I'll be all right.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
before we got online, right, I was writing my testimony for the House of Representatives from Missouri for that Alabama shit. So
Dude, do it, man. I mean,
I
people,
already sent it in. I already sent my shit in.
yeah. Look,
Suppression is
make
checked.
sure you proofread it and all that other stuff.
Oh, I already did. I already sent it in. Just a little test. Just tell my story when I got diagnosed with it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't go into detail. I mean, I went into detail, but not too much detail, right? Now, if I could be there instead of having to fucking be at the VA on Tuesday, I'd be there in fucking person. Then I could go real detail. Then better.
I think you need to do that, Jay.
I got an ENT appointment that I can't fucking miss. So
Hear anything?
No.
nope.
Damn.
Keep trying, Chris. Keep trying, bro.
Third time's a charm. I know Thumper will be back. So as Thumper gets back, I'm gonna fucking rub in his face that Cardinals are 3-0, bitches, and Cubs are 2-3. Yeah. Fuck the Cubs. All right. And yes, people out there, we fuck around a lot, blah, blah, blah. You know.
We really don't hate people, but we will point out where you guys are wrong.
Oh, some people we fucking some people we do hate.
But
some
what I mean by that is we're going to point out where you're wrong, where it's like you don't have logic or reasoning. Like you have no reason to believe what you believe if you think it's just if you're emotional. And contrary to popular belief, I have a wife. She's the best. I've been married for almost 20 years. This is the most awesome woman I've ever met. She is the Adam to my Eve, or she's the Eve to my Adam. She's a great help. And you know what? Because she helps me, I help her, and I support her. I take care of her. I protect for her, and I provide for her, and I will always protect her because she's been a loyal wife and a loyal.
You just got to teach her how to use Facebook.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm finding people.
I mean, you've seen her, Jay. She's great.
Oh, yeah.
She is. She's one of the most awesome women I've ever met in my life.
And she always tells you, Rocky, knock it off.
And then I tell her, shut up, and she obeys. But anyways.
I'm still waiting for that day she'll smack you up, grab the cast iron, right, and just bang you upside the head with it. I'm waiting for that day.
Dude, she tried that one day, right? She tried that.
Oh, shit.
And she had something, right? And I looked at her, and you know me. I always have a plan, right? I always have a fucking plan. I said, go ahead and do it. And I pushed her shoulder like this, just like this, and she couldn't do anything. I said, you want to try that again? I always have a plan to defeat you. Don't try it. I've already outfought you and outmoved you, whether it's chess or checkers.
Well, don't need to talk about that no more, so that way people don't think you're fucking abusing your wife or anything.
No. Dude, I love that girl.
Well, I know, but there might be some motherfuckers out there, right? Like, oh, he's abusive, blah, blah, blah.
No, man. This girl was, she has a way. I actually showed her a video, right, a couple of years ago, and there was this guy, and he was worked up, right? And he was going through something, right? Because guys get emotional too, right? We're made from juicy.
But it's the women that's supposed to calm us the fuck down.
It is
just by their touch. I see that same video.
Yes.
Just by touching them.
And you know what she did? I said, baby. I said, honey. I said, babe. Try this, because I get worked up, right? Because I've gone through a lot of crap in the military and all that other stuff, right? And I said, try this, and she did it, and it instantly. I went from level 2 million fucking thousand to like level 0. She calmed me down.
It's like,
and she gave me a kiss. She whispered in my ear, and she just touched me. And it was a touch of love. It was a touch of nurturing. The only touch that a woman can give a man that will calm him down, make him okay. And she did it. And I said, babe, that was the most awesome thing you've ever done. And she's like, okay, I'm going to take that on board because she actually really likes me. And, she didn't like me because what I gave her. She liked me because I was just a good guy to her. I took care of her. I protected her. I provided for her and all these other things. Like there was oh, what happened to Chris?
I don't know. He'll be back probably. No,
But like she did something for me that okay,
see, there's back. See, he's connected to the audio. See,
cool. She did something that was it's priceless. On it, honestly, it's the most priceless thing she could ever do, and it's like I'm gonna forever love her because of that. And the problem is like my wife's like that. And I don't understand why other women that are supposed to be wives can't do that.
You don't need to understand them because you know what? First of all, they're never gonna fucking understand. We're never gonna understand them, right?
Well, actually, here's the way it goes, Jay. It says there's a guy named Sandman MGTOW on YouTube. Great guy. He's hilarious, dude. He's got a voice that's, hi, this is Sandman. But when he talks normally, he talks like a normal guy like you and me. This guy is smart beyond he's smarter than anyone else, dude. He predicts things that have been coming true for 10, 15 years now. And he says, and it goes with that. He said this, and it almost makes sense. He says, you can understand women or you can love them, but you can't do both.
I don't give a fuck. If I ever find another one, right, she better be right for me. Perfect. Not right for anyone else, but right for me. But you got to weed through all that bullshit, right, to find the right one.
Yeah, and it takes time because they put on masks.
Yes. I found that out the hard way. I did.
It's weird because like there's another guy on YouTube named Strong Successful Male, and he's like, dude, you got to date a girl for like 5 years. But he does stories where this guy was with a woman for 7 years. 7 years, boyfriend, girlfriend, got engaged, got married. Then she started cheating on him. She put a mask on for 7 years.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter how long you fucking dated him. And see, that goes to the point right there. He was wrong about dating for 5 years. It does not fucking matter how long you dated. Women can put that mask on and then fucking show their true colors once you put a ring on their fucking finger, right?
It's really bad. It's like
or be in certain states, right, where it's common law marriage, right?
Yeah.
Some states, 10 years, 7 years? I think it's 10 years, most states, right? But as soon as they get that, that's what a lot of the women I've seen here in Missouri show their true colors. So a lot of them didn't. They just wanted to be with that person, right? That man, right? Say what the man did,
But the question is, why did they want to be with that guy? Did they really love him or did they want what he provided?
It's a lot of, the ones who truly stayed, right, did not, want to be there. They stayed because they loved him, right?
Yeah.
It's always a two-way street right there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the women, it was all about what kind of job they had, what they could provide too, sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
I came home in 2021 from retiring, right? Yeah. And one day my wife was talking to other people, and I never thought about this crap until then. And she's like, I know what I've got. Yeah. And when she said, I know what I've got, it meant I have a husband that loves me. I have a husband that will take care of me. I have a husband that will protect me. And I have a husband that will do everything for me because he loves me. And because he loves me, I will do everything in my power to be the best to him. And
you also support her fucking dream too when she wanted to start a taco or
that's right,
food truck, right? Start a food truck. Just okay, yeah, let's go. And it was great because that's the hardest thing, especially when you get out of the military, right? After being gone for, you can be married for 10, 15 years, 20 years, right? In the military. But the true test is when you fucking come home. Mm-hmm. That's the true fucking test.
Or you retire.
And it was so crazy, dude, because like I got married, like Heidi and I dated from like 2003 to 2005. I got married to her in 2005. I would never tell a guy to date a girl and marry her 2 years later nowadays. But Heidi was a different kind of girl, right? We got married. I went to Japan. I came home. She was pregnant with Nate, my son. I came home a year later. I missed my son's birth by a year and a day, 6 days. I came home for a month. I went back in 2007. I came back 5 months later. We went to Gitmo, and Gitmo was like the ultimate test if our marriage would work, right? Because we hadn't been together in almost 2 years, and we got along just great, and we got closer. And then what killed me was when I had to leave Gitmo with her. She had to go somewhere else, and I had to go to the Middle East, and we made it work for another 2 years.
Was she into?
Home, huh?
Was she into?
She was in the Navy, and I wouldn't even advise guys to date a girl that was in the Navy right now, or in the military.
But she also got out after
She
before
did.
you went to
She
Gitmo.
did get out. She did get out, right? I was like, because I was like, look, we need to have a normal family where I'm the guy working hard and you're the girl at home, and I'll do everything I can to protect you and provide for you. And she did it, dude. Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, from 2008 to 2011 was like the 1950s, the golden age of marriage, right? And it was great. We ended up having 2 other children out there. I had Matt and Care Bear.
Stay off her, Roxy. Stay off her.
Dude, she's beautiful, man. She's a mix between Jessica Simpson and fucking Katherine Heigl in one girl. Imagine Jessica Simpson and Katherine Heigl in their prime in one female. And then that female has a heart of gold. How could you ever not want that? And she's been like that the whole time. And so I left, I came back, we went to Seal Beach from 2014 to 2016. And right after Trump got elected for president the first time and everyone fucking freaked out because they're fucking retarded, we spent 2 years together and we got along great. And you know what happened in those 2 years? I made Chief Petty Officer. But you know what happened that she did because she's such an awesome girl and an awesome woman? E6 pay does not make a lot of pay in California, especially when you're in housing, right? She started her own business from sewing. She wanted to sew things because she had a passion for sewing. So she sewed all these things, right? And she ended up sewing all this stuff. And then there's this university called Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. She applied to it. They saw her work and they're like, we got to take you. She went to this place called Fitum where they made like the costumes for Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and all that stuff. She went to school with like people like Zack Snyder's daughter, the guy that directed Man of Steel and Justice League and all that other shit, right? And she did a really good job. She got a degree from that, and she ended up getting a degree after I left, and I went to Washington, D.C. after that. And finally, when I got home, of course, I was scared. I was like, I really want my marriage to work out because I love this girl, right? She's a great girl. And, we had a couple of rough spots when I first got home because I saw a lot of problems when I got home. And they just, within 3 days of being home after being in the Navy, I saw these problems with my kids and my sons and my daughters, my son and my sons and my daughter. And I started fixing it, and she supported me on it. She let me take the lead.
Well, now tell everyone exactly what she told you. You've been gone all these years. You got the teenagers. I've had them. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, she said, I had them as kids. You got them as teenagers. So, okay, all right, let's do this. And so now my kids are all teenagers. One's going to be 19 this year. The other one's going to be 16, and the other one's going to be 14.
Technically, you only got 2 teenagers. You got 1 young adult or 2 young adults.
Yeah.
You got the oldest one, right? Then you got the next one. He's 19. I hate what they call 19, 18, 19-year-olds teenagers. They're young adults, people.
Yeah,
And
my daughter told me that this morning. She said, I'm not a teenager, I'm a young adult.
But but like the media, oh, he's a teenager. He's 18, 19, 20. No, he ain't, motherfuckers. He's a young adult. He's an adult.
the
What were we
craziest,
doing at
the
18 and
great, the
19?
greatest thing about it
Yeah, we
was,
was fucking whores, fucking drinking, traveling the world at 18.
yeah, and the crazy thing is, it's like, I've been home to see what's going on with my sons and my daughter and Heidi. And what's the most amazing thing is me and Heidi have grown closer together. And I
Yep.
don't say that lightly because I really love this girl.
Yep.
I don't love her. I mean, I love her. But I also have this thing in the back of my head where it's like you can't let a girl take advantage of you so much that you can't think rationally.
They do. I have all girls. They
Yeah,
take advantage of you.
you can't let that happen. And a
Should have
lot,
pulled out a little deeper, a little sooner instead of blowing the balls off of him, Chris.
so you can't let them do that because
Too late.
that's what's called a shit test. And they do these shit tests, and I fucking hate shit tests. And I've had her do these shit tests, and I fucking threw her and her other friend in the fucking ditch. I said, "You motherfuckers, stop your goddamn fucking manipulation and shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck what you think. Fuck your fucking feelings. This is right and this is wrong. If you don't fucking agree with it, read the Bible. If the Bible says I'm right and you're wrong, shut the fuck up and do what I told you." I don't have an opinion because I have a foundation. And since I have this foundation that's been rock fucking solid for the whole time, shut up. And you know what? They were like, okay, okay. I had this one friend, she was like, "Oh, abortion's great, right?" And I said, "Let me read this verses into you in the book of Enoch." So I read it to her. I said, "These angels taught women how to kill babies." I said, "Read the next couple verses." It says, "These angels that taught women how to kill babies were locked up in the fucking bottomless pit." That's in Peter. That's in like Second Peter and fucking Jude, Bible, right? And I was like, do you really want to go down this road where you think it's your political right to do that? Or do you want to understand that God said, don't do that shit? Thou shalt not kill. And they were like, okay. And I changed this girl's mind, and she was like, okay. She started to think about it. I said, you're walking down a road where you're going to condemn yourself to hell because you will not obey God. Whether you believe in this God or not, it doesn't matter. He's real. It doesn't matter if you think believe it or not. But they
All right.
saw it, and she's like, okay, I'm going to change my opinion. I'll be back. Go for it.
All right, now. Has anyone seen this? If Elon would buy Subaru, right? What do you think the fucking people protesting him would do to Subaru, right? Imagine if Elon bought Subaru. Could you imagine them freaking out if he bought them, right?
I might would buy a Subaru then.
Dude, he fucking sold out Teslas in certain, like the Roadsters or the cars, right? In certain states like in Missouri, Illinois, all that, because, okay, he was like, okay, motherfuckers all protest, we're going to support him, right? I thought it was funny.
We started to
You know.
get Teslas at work.
You started to get that work?
Yeah. So I think we got like 15 to 20 of them. There's only one charging station though, and then
For
they
company
only assign
cars
them
or just personal cars?
for company cars. Yeah, because we
Now,
have a lot
now,
of company cars.
now, have you driven one yet?
I have not. I've been in a ride in one.
How's the ride in them? That's what I'm curious
Okay.
about.
So my landlord actually, his son, I went with him one day and we were doing about 55, and he nailed it. And I felt like I had whiplash. I mean, I haven't had anything pull that hard with that much torque that fast from that speed. Like
Yep.
it actually slammed my head
Yep.
into the headrest.
Damn.
It was
I mean,
wicked.
because we all know it's instant fucking torque, right?
Yeah, it's like instant. You know, like
Instant.
my Mustang has like 400 foot-pounds of torque, and it
Yep.
friggin' pulls and 6 speed, so I can shift and just keep
Yep.
slamming your head. But it didn't compare to the Tesla on the
Yeah.
slamming factor.
And that's why a lot of Teslas have been banned from drag racing, not because of that, but the fires they cause you crash, right?
That's true. The
Fires.
batteries are horrible. So I used
Yes.
to do a lot of vaping, and they're using the same lithium ion batteries, and they're super dangerous. If you
Oh yeah.
short those out, I mean, it is bad.
Oh yeah. I
I've
would.
accidentally shorted them in my pocket. Like you have change in your pocket, and I'd have like a
Yep.
spare battery in there, and it wasn't even a fully charged one.
Yep.
And the positive and negative are both on one end. So it's easy to cross them. And oh my goodness, I'm lucky that thing didn't blow up. It got
Yeah.
hot fast.
Blow your dick off.
Yeah.
Or if you got your
I
back
don't need
pocket,
to-
blow one ass cheek off, right?
I don't need to be losing any more of that. So
And also, I was like, the image I showed, right? Rocky didn't see it, I don't think, did you?
No, I didn't, bro. I didn't see it.
If he bought Subaru, right? But look at the comments, right? One person goes, imagine if he bought Planned Parenthood.
oh my gosh.
I mean, because now EDS is a true thing like TDS is.
Do you
It truly
know
is.
that like Planned Parenthood was like this racist organization that was just developed to kill black people?
Yeah. Oh, we all know
Like
that.
it's the most fucking terrible thing in the fucking world. Like
But
I'm gonna be so racist. I want to kill black people, so
But
I'm
the
gonna
thing-
develop this thing to make people that are not my color to kill each other. It's like
But-
it's the most
the point of that,
fucking thing.
the
It's
point that guy was
terrible.
making, right? Dude, that would stop all abortions. They would be against abortions if he bought Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
Well,
But-
Tate,
But
this is
I-
for you.
I-
Since you drive a Subaru.
who drives a
Who?
Subaru?
Little Tate does.
I've already seen it.
What?
You sent me the fucking picture.
I know, I had to show it again, so.
Hey, we're trying to take
I
it back, man. We're trying to take it back. And Rocky, as far as what you think for Planned Parenthood, is not even close. Not even close. It
With
was
Margaret
started by
Sanger?
Margaret Sanger, eugenics, Nazis, Bill Gates is eugenicist. That's all I'm going to go on about that one.
No, let's hear.
But you're right. You're right. It was put in predominantly low income areas, so not
Yeah.
just black people, but across the board.
So
Now
it was
the
everybody, right?
concentration has been put into the black communities.
Like I really think that everyone needs
Yeah.
to know this, bro. If you have it, let's tell the truth.
Well,
because
that's the
people need to
thing.
know
Like
the truth.
Margaret Sanger, the Nazis started eugenics.
Uh-huh.
Eugenics was to weed out the less
non-desirables.
fortunate. Everybody.
Yep.
If you were handicapped, if your eyes were too big or too small, if your head was too big or too small, they had a huge criteria of when they were doing that. So that's what eugenicists, and she was one, and that's where Planned Parenthood came from.
You know what's crazy is like I love that you're telling us the truth, bro. I really appreciate it, and I want you to do that. You know what's crazy is there was Star Trek, the original series, and their whole war with Khan was about eugenics.
Yeah.
The Wrath of Khan and all that other shit. And then, you have the Wrath of Khan from like 1982 with Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo Montalban, welcome to Fantasy Island, right? And then in 2013, you have Ben, the other guy, the guy that played fucking Doctor Strange. And I think people need to know the truth, whether it's on a small podcast like ours or a huge one like Joe Rogan, which we'll never go to. But people need to know the truth so they stop having these fucking stupid ideas and they actually know the fucking facts. I appreciate you for telling me, like, hey, you're wrong. This is wrong. Because I want people to know the truth.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
care if
mean,
the truth is ugly. I don't
you're
care if
not
it's
wrong.
great.
I'm just saying, like, it's not just one community. It was put up for all of these communities.
Yeah.
And
That's
it started
why-
with, oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying that's why you've seen so many insane asylums,
Yeah.
back in the day, because they would find any reason Hell, you could have your brother locked up if you didn't like him and say he was an alcoholic.
Yep.
And they'll take his ass in and they'll silence him. That shit was easy. They did it to women all the time too.
They were working
the first doctor did in Germany on abortion, a Jewish doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were working on sterilization and getting rid of the undesirables, basically to get rid of the people that don't contribute to society and that would drain the economy because you have to take care of them. So that's what that whole program was designed for, was to basically, it's not just a superior race, but it's a superior like belonging. So it's not an individual race. It has to do with the whole community and making it a stronger community.
You know what's so crazy about this, guys?
Okay.
Is I don't think there is a superior tribe. I will not say that black, white, red, and yellow are individual races. I will say they're different tribes, right? They're different tribes. You have red, black, white, yellow, and brown. Probably brown is like Hispanic Mexican, right? Which they make the best food in the fucking world. Actually, everybody makes great food. I just think tacos are the best. And and it's not false. It might be true. Anyway,
I got some for tacos here in a minute when we get done with this subject. I got some for tacos.
But what irks me about all of this is like everybody has something good to bring to the table when it comes to people, their cultures, and everything. And the one medium that everybody can learn to get along with and appreciate each other and love the differences is probably the food.
Yeah.
Because food is the way you live, but it's also art, right?
It brings people together.
It does. It does bring people together. And I wish that people would understand that.
Well, the thing is like when it comes to like humans and everything, you know, you have your natural selection, you have the weaker, you know, survival of the fittest, right? And so like the eugenics and all that was designed to speed that up and get rid of the weak. So that way everybody else can prosper. And you know, like you said, food brings people together and all that. And if you look at what's going on in the world, I mean, birth control, women's birth control, the pills, that actually doesn't go away. So when they take those pills, it actually, they urinate it out, it goes into the water, there's no way to filter it out. And now guys have lower sperm counts because of it. And there's a lot of studies that show that that's part of the reason why the birth rate's so low. And Elon Musk actually talks about the birth rate a lot. And I sent you guys that. Did you guys watch that video I sent you that about the birth rate by chance?
I think I have.
Yeah.
So yeah, the birth rate is huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like eugenics and modern medicine and stuff like that, it's all tied together because modern medicine, some of it came from the eugenics programs in Germany and everything else. I mean, if you look at the different experiments that were done on humans, and they were using people that they felt didn't have value, so they could do these experiments and not worry about the repercussions, right? Because it's not going to affect the race that they want. But they can get good results off of it. So they would do these different experiments and surgeries and all kinds of weird stuff, you know, chemical castrations, you know, using mechanical castration, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I think that it has kind of gone, if you look at World War II and where the scientists went, right? They went into mainstream. They were saved from war crimes by going to our country and other countries.
It's called Project Paperclip.
Yeah, and continuing their research just in a different way for a different reason. And you know, Big Pharma, for example, has really benefited from that in the past. And there's a lot of medications. If you look at side effects, stuff like that, it affects birth rate. It affects
here's the question
testosterone
for you, Brett. Here's a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Who knows this information and who is using it against us?
Your
Are
government.
they human or are they not
It's
human?
I,
And
you know
if
what?
they're not human, are they influencing humans to do this to other humans?
Honestly, my personal opinion, I think it's humans, because humans, I've seen the worst of the worst, right? I've seen what humans can do to other humans.
And
I
it's
spent time
terrible,
in
isn't it?
Iraq,
You know,
you know.
and it all started with John Rockefeller with his MD school, right? Medical school and pharmaceutical shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It all
Yeah.
started with him in the early 1900s.
But
It was
I always
before that even,
ask
but
this question, boys. This is a
No, he was the
question I
one
ask.
founding it, you know,
yeah.
because
I
they was
know.
getting away from the herb doctors, right? The ones that did natural healing. He
Mhm.
got them called quacks because he funded it,
Yes,
all
but
that shit.
who did he get this information from? Because you know Nikola Tesla did not get all his information from himself. He got it from something else.
You know, though, here's my theory
And
on
it's
this.
crazy to say that. It's crazy to say what I'm saying because it's so fucking out of the ordinary. But you don't have to think about it, but you got to consider it just a little bit,
Here's
maybe
so
1%.
here's my theory on this. I think that, you know, back in the day, medicine, right? We're talking big pharma.
Hmm.
Um, it had no regulation on it whatsoever. I mean, you could sell snake oil, right? And it will fix everything. Well, there are certain chemical compounds that are natural in the outside world, right? And if you don't know what you're taking, it can affect you a different way. And there has been a lot of studies recently on mushrooms and stuff like that. And I think that, you know, opium and all this and out of body experiences and clearing up your mind and everything. And I kind of touched on this when I talked about my tooth and I had ketamine and Versed, right? I was consciously sedated, wasn't completely out. I was awake. I just don't remember what happened because of the medication. And ketamine is one of those amazing drugs that kind of resets your brain. I was thinking so clear for a week and a half to 2 weeks afterwards, and I felt really good. My depression was, I mean, almost zero. I mean, it was amazing.
Why
So
do you
I
think you
think that
developed the depression, bro?
I've got depression because of everything that I've been through and I've had to work through myself with being overseas and doing what I had to do. So
Did you
it's
see
more of a
a lot of messed up things?
Yeah, yeah, I have. I mean, I was over there from '06 to '08. So before the surge, during the surge, and after the British pulled out. So I mean, I was there that whole time. I didn't take R&R. I didn't go to Qatar like everybody else did. I stayed in Iraq the whole time. And then I went back. You know, I went to Afghanistan as a contractor, and then I went to Iraq as as a contractor. But I think that these guys were taking medications or drugs that make them think clearer and actually allow the brain to work at a higher level because of the connections inside those neuron connections, those neural connections between
So do you
the
think they
brain.
took smart drugs?
I would say that back then they didn't know what they were taking exactly and what the results would be. And I think that it actually helped them with their neural connections. And I think that their intelligence and their IQ was way higher than everybody else's because of that. And I think that they were just able to harness that power better than a normal person. You know, I mean, if you think about it, with the amount of knowledge that we have in the world, one of the things that we don't have a lot of knowledge on, and we will admit it, is the human brain.
Yeah, I know.
There's, I mean, we know what a neuron looks like when it fires. We know the certain paths that it can take, but the brain is so amazing, and there's so many parts of it that we have no clue what it does. So with these medications, you know, even if they were taking it for a toothache, it may have actually helped their neural connections in their brain and their spine and their muscles and clarity. And they came up with a lot of this stuff that, you know, It's crazy to me, like if you think about that kind of stuff. So I personally think that, with the eugenics and everything, these people are truly brilliant, but they're going about it the wrong way for a wrong reason. And I think that is crazy because, they could have used their intelligence for something else that actually could make, we could get rid of poverty, and stuff like that, and make and bring the human race up as a race, bring them up and dominate more than what we already do,
You know what's crazy, bro? It's like it seems like for the last 200 years since 1800, we've been trying to bring the human race up to a level that no one can reach.
Yeah.
And
And
and there's something that is either innate in humanity or something that is blocking us from going higher and better than what we could be.
and I think part of that is because that's another question I have in my head, because so you're religious, I'm not, right?
No,
And
no, no, no.
that's
I'm
what
not, Brett, I'm not religious at all. I am
well
not religious because I don't believe in all the stupid shit that other people believe in. But
well
but
what
what
I'm
here's
saying
here,
is
let me
what
hear
I'm saying is
hear
like
me out.
real
Yeah,
quick, your
you go
beliefs
first.
and my beliefs are completely different. And
Hmm.
I think that when I look back at history, right, and I look at the gaps, right, and I think that there's no way that we're the first race on this earth. I
We're
don't think
not.
so. And I think that if you look back, we can only date back so far. And then all of a sudden, and when we go all the way back to the earliest of dinosaurs, right? We don't see any human skulls or skeletons or anything.
That's not
Now,
true. That's not true. They found the
I'm talking
footprints
about
and
the
everything.
You're
I'm
right,
talking about
Jay.
the
You're right, Jay.
oldest. I'm talking about the oldest one, not the ones that are more recent than the oldest one. If you take the oldest one and you look at it, and then you find when the first skull or skeleton was found, there's a decent sized gap in there, right?
Well, they're still finding them now. They're still finding them,
Right.
especially in
But
Asia. They're finding them.
there's always going to be a gap, right? So where did that happen? What happened in between those time frames? And the way I feel, and some people believe in, you know, Jesus Christ is going to come down. He's going to take the believers with him, leave the people here that don't
I don't
believe.
think that's going to happen at all.
But what I'm saying is, I think that we're constantly resetting on this earth. And how do I know that I
Here,
didn't belong? I wasn't here 10,000 years ago, and I just have amnesia because they don't want
Thumper,
me to remember.
Thumper, why do you think they would reset it?
Because every race has fucked it up.
No. Here's why the
Because
reset happens, bro. Here's why the reset happens.
We gained too much
Because
knowledge.
people start to wake up and they start to see what's actually going on,
or you find the truth. Yeah.
and you find the truth, and then they have to fucking destroy it.
Yeah. It's either you're getting too close to the truth and you're gonna know what the real truth is, or you fucked it up so bad that they're like,
Here's the
nope, we gotta
crazy
restart.
part about that. When you actually look at what you're talking about, there's only one name that comes up every fucking time. Every time there's one name that comes up, and everyone hates that fucking name. And I don't mean to say it in a cursing way or anything. It's Jesus Christ. And everyone hates him, but there's other people that love him. And what's so crazy about it is, like you're saying, look, we're not the first race on earth. There's Christians born again that believe that angels lived on this planet, they lived on Mars, and something happened where there was a cataclysm on Mars and a cataclysm on Earth, and that's where Genesis chapter 1 and 2 come in. And it's called the
Yeah,
Younger
we blew it up.
Judas.
We blew up fucking Mars. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like
It
that. There's no
exploded.
water there, right? You need water for life.
Humans always fuck everything up.
Yeah, we do. We do. We screw everything up. And until everyone understands that, hey, we're not perfect, we're screwed up, we're faulted, we need someone to save us. Now, here's the problem with feminists. Feminists think that it's not a man that's going to save them. I ripped my sister apart for this when Frozen came up. She had finally a movie where a man doesn't save a girl. Well, guess what? I said, who's Jesus Christ? The Ice Queen or the fucking Snow Queen from fucking Frozen. She's a woman, right? Did she get on a cross and die for everybody? No.
But technically, in that movie, there was a man too in there that did
It
sing.
was. And he was, and you know what? What do they do with him? Did they feminize him?
I don't know. He probably made. Now, if I was making it, I would have made him make babies with fucking the queen,
Both
right?
of them, right?
Or the princess, right?
Yeah.
Make babies with.
But you know, I forget his name is Hans.
I don't remember.
But anyways, in that, even in Frozen, the Ice Queen, who's this really pretty girl from Australia, I forget her name. She was in Fringe too. She's fucking gorgeous. She's like the prettiest girl that's ever been on that show. She needed help from someone else to fucking unfuck her fucking shit. So, you know, no matter what people say, yeah, a man's going to save everybody, but that man is going to be God in man form. And no matter what anyone else believes, that's what happens. I mean, even the fucking goddamn fucking movies, even like Tonight He Comes, which is the Will Smith version where Will Smith is Zeus and fucking Charlie Theron is fucking Hera. He's the one that throws the whale, it hits a fucking boat. Remember that fucking movie?
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Well, which one?
And like Justin Bateman is like the wife of Charlie Theron, but Charlie Theron is actually Hera.
Which
And
movie?
Zeus is fucking Will Smith. He's got the eagle. The eagle is a representation of Zeus. I forgot the name of the movie.
Which movie?
It's from like the 2000s. But no matter what you do, no matter what you guys say, the theology, which is the science of God and all this other bullshit, it always comes down to these brass tacks. And it's crazy that you say that, Thumper, because you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But there's another part that you don't know. And a lot of people don't understand this. It's like, look, there was another race on here. And that's where the gap theory comes on. And I want people to look up the gap theory from the fucking Bible. And the gap theory from the Bible is, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, but the Spirit of God hovered above the deep. Well, in those verses, they think that God destroyed the civilization of angels and Satan, where Satan rebelled against God, which I still have a hard time conceptualizing in my head, but I'm going to tell you this because I understand it, but it's still hard for me to believe it because I'm not a full believer in this theory, but it does make sense. So there's a gap theory, and it's like a 10,000 year gap theory. That's why you have Göbekli Tepe and all these other places, right? So there's something to it. And nobody's wrong and nobody's right. It's just I don't think anyone has the pinpoint, bulletproof fucking focus on what's actually real.
But it's all about what you believe in, people.
Yes, it is. It is.
It's all about what you believe in. You don't have to believe what everyone else believes. If you got a theory out there and you believe it, stick to that theory.
Exactly.
Everybody has a
but
different
even if you
understanding
believe
what
you
learn.
believe, it doesn't hurt you to look into other stuff that
No, it does not, because it can all be intertwined at some point.
Yes, it can be.
It can
because like we
but
said before, everything is interconnected.
But it doesn't have to be interconnected. Some things don't have to be either.
They don't.
You know.
They don't. But a lot of shit is interconnected, bro.
But you know how he's talking about food, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many people remember Taco John's?
We still got one. It's good.
I know.
I don't know
See,
about
people,
that. Is Taco John's a Midwest thing?
Now I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get that here in a minute.
Okay.
No, a lot of people don't realize Taco John's, all the potato olays, right? Dude, all they are is just crispy rounds with fucking, I call it cracks fucking seasoning. Those motherfuckers are addictive, man.
It's so good.
What do they have there, dude? Because it's better than Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's
Actually, it is better than Taco Bell. They were the first
you
ones
get
to
a
have
really
the
good
taco burger, right?
salad.
The taco burger?
Yes, taco burger. Yes.
What?
Yeah, they got
Taco
You could do
salad is the
I
best
gotta
one.
see a picture of a taco burger, bro.
Okay, well, I'll pull it up, Rocky. You could do that with your fucking birria, too.
I
Hold
can,
on.
I can.
So real quick, Rocky.
Wait, actually, dude, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Heidi and I made a fucking birria taco burger. We we collaborated with another one of our friends called Bubba Mert, right? This guy makes amazing fucking hamburgers, smash burgers, right? And he makes his hamburger, and then we put our berry on it, and then we made a burger all together with it. Dude, amazing.
Here's what a taco burger looks like, Rocky, right here.
I
That
got
Papa
to
John's,
see this,
right?
bro.
Hey, I'm going to disconnect for a second and switch to my tablet because it doesn't allow it.
Okay,
That's what it looks like, Rocky.
that's beautiful.
So the benefit of Taco John's over Taco Bell is all of the stuff is fresher. Like the all your vegetables are fresh and crisp and good, and the seasoning is a little different, and they got the hotter sauce, which their super hot sauce is. I don't think it's that hot, but it's good.
But let's get back to the history of it, right? It was actually
But it is definitely better.
yes. Started as a small taco stand in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The very first one is 69.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everyone thinks Midwest, right? Because there's a lot, because Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, right? They're all over, right? Still to this day. But a lot of people think it was founded in the Midwest. No, it's true. I found it in the fucking Rockies. And the guy was a fucking Air Force veteran that founded it.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I know
multi-kind tacos and other bold flavors, instant hit in the community. Two local businessmen wanted to share the unique flavors with the world, so they purchased the franchise rights in 1969 and named the restaurant after the man who started it, John. But yeah, the potato lays, man, I'm telling you, man. Anybody who's never had Taco John's, just go there for the fucking taters. Because when I was going off of Brothers in Colorado, right, at Fort Collins there, we found one. He's like, there's Taco John's out there. I said, fuck yeah. Dude, I went there. I got 3 large orders of the potatoes alone with the taco burgers, right? And my dad's like, well, you got extra here for I said, no, these are just mine. You get yours, old man.
Yep. I always get the super burrito, their extra hot sauce, like their super hot sauce, which is a green sauce. Yep. But you know what's crazy is they start charging for that now. They never used to. And then I would get a pound of tots, the potato olays, and then I would always get a couple extra tacos because man, they're so fucking good. Now I'm craving
here in Missouri, we have you got one at Cape Girardeau, down south, Columbia, Independence, Lebanon, Maryville, Odessa, Poplar Bluff, St. Joseph, and Sykes. So technically here in mid-Missouri, right, we got fucking 3. Columbia, Odessa, Independence, right? Yeah, well, that's kind of Western Missouri, but still. But they're mid, right? Dude, I think everything's good on there. Now they got Alaskan flounder fish taco.
I got 5 Taco John's within 20 minutes of my house.
See, this is their newest one right here. The Taco Bravo. I wish I could still have it, man. I'd love Taco John's. The 2 for $6, Alaskan flounder, right? Now they got breakfast shit now.
Yeah. Here, I don't know. I can't see my thing. Hang on.
Beef brittle, 4 cheese quesadilla, which their quesadilla is fucking awesome. I do like that.
Hang on. I'm gonna do something real quick. I want to show you something. Hang on.
And they still have the super potato olays, people. The super ones.
Look at that. You see that?
Yep.
On the blue dot, right? Like right here. Those are all Taco John's around me.
Yeah. I guess they might did away with the taco burger, right? But dude, that was the best thing I thought on the fucking menu besides the taters right there.
I have like 20 Taco John's around me in this area alone.
I knew you when I said Taco John's, you'd be like, yeah.
I love Taco John's, dude. Oh, it's so good.
Oh fuck yeah, man! A lot of people's like, oh, it's not real Mexican. No, it's not real Mexican. It's Mexican, but it's American Mexican.
It's like a Tex-Mex, but it's. But the only thing I don't like about it is more expensive than Taco Bell. So you're gonna spend more for it.
I always call Taco Bell toxic hell, right? Especially after not drinking. You're gonna fucking puke that shit back up or shit it out next day.
The beef isn't the greatest there, whereas Taco John's, it's legit beef and it's actually cooked right and not.
Well, nasty. And when Taco Bell first started in '62, right in California, right, it was a lot better when it first started until they started getting big. That's where they fucked up at.
So I live about 3 minutes away from where the first McDonald's in Iowa.
Yeah.
The entire state. The first McDonald's was about 3. So I remember, in the 80s going to the McDonald's, and the food was way better than what it is.
Yeah, because they used fresh beef.
Yep. It wasn't frozen. It wasn't processed, highly processed stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't enriched and all this stuff. Man, and what's crazy is I didn't realize that McDonald's was the first one in the entire state of Iowa, and the significance of it. But now it's a fucking coffee shop, and I'm just like, and I have not ate McDonald's since 2006. When I went to Iraq, I actually ate it in Dubai at the airport, and I won't eat it
not
again.
The same. That's like just like their fries, right? Why do potatoes have fucking milk in them? Because when they first came out with them,
it was like 16 ingredients for their fries.
And when they first came out with when they first started, right, it was one fucking ingredient, or beside 2 ingredients: potatoes, salt, right? That's it.
Well, and vinegar, because they soak.
Well, vinegar, but still, I mean, you don't need 16 ingredients. You don't need milk and fucking fries, people.
No, and they tasted so much better because back then they used tallow versus
beef tallow,
seed oils, and that's why I don't eat that at places like that, because the seed oils and everything else, it's like that shit's bad for you. And potatoes, like anything with potato, like if it's a potato chip or it's a fucking French fry, it should not have more than fucking 2 or 3 ingredients. Period.
Exactly.
And so, like, I haven't had McDonald's since 2006, and I don't ever see myself, unless they bring back like the 80s menu and the way they cooked it in the 80s. And
the McRib.
that shit used to be thick too. Now it's like I've seen it. It's like super thin. I'm like,
I make my old version of the McRib, right? Just use a turkey. Because I got those fucking molds. I found the molds.
Mm-hmm.
Before making a McRib.
Can you guys still hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
But still when I hit, nothing.
Yeah, I can
Perfect.
hear that.
You can hear that now.
You can hear that?
Yeah.
Oh. I switched to my iPad.
See if you can play something.
Does it track you?
The iPad will.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Nope, can't hear that one we heard before.
Nope.
Drown it out.
Yeah,
drown it out.
It goes silent.
So I think I was reading on there while I was looking, I'm going to have to probably do my laptop because it won't with a mobile device to give you the settings to do the music. Okay. But there is a setting to do it. I'll probably just have to do mine.
Man, I need to get an iPad for OnlyFans.
No. What are you doing OnlyFans for?
I'm kidding. Because that shit tracks. Look at it. It tracks him. That's
Let
crazy.
me show. I see Hodges. Let me show you my hairy asshole.
Hey,
no.
I'm single now.
Look. If we're gonna do OnlyFans, let's put OnlyFans and let's do the Fifers on OnlyFans.
I'm down. Yeah. So I was gonna do.
We're not gonna get naked. We're not gonna fuck chicks or whatever. But we're gonna
speak for yourself.
Huh?
I might just have to start getting naked, people. Woo-hoo.
Oh no!
I've been known to get naked every once in a while.
Hey, Hodges.
Real quick, I was gonna do a YouTube channel back in the day and do cooking because I love to cook and I cook from food from all over the world. And I
So
was
what's stopping you? Do it.
I was going to do the drunken chef. I was going to get drunk and cook like all these foods and stuff because
you can do that with us at the same
my
time.
buddy, I might actually do that one episode. I might cook because my buddy, he was talking to me one day on camera on like phone. You know, I don't have an iPhone. I don't do FaceTime, but I do video chat. And I was drunk as shit, and I was cooking, I think, Korean bulgogi, like beef bulgogi. And he was like, how can you do that drunk as shit? And I mean, I was wasted. And I'm like, years of practice, my friend. But I was thinking about doing a whole show just being drunk and cooking, you know, and doing different things. It'd be fun.
Well,
Isn't
that's
that what that Cajun guy does with the long hair, the ex-state.
Oh yeah, but
He
he's
does
a
the
jackass.
big bowl, the big fucking.
Oh
crab
yeah,
pot.
but he's not drunk. He just cooks.
He sounds like he's drunk.
He's like, now we're cooking, you know.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking. You know what? Heidi fucking watches that guy, and I fucking laugh because she shows me this shit, and I'm like, he's like, okay, he has that fucking what's that accent?
The Creole.
The Cajun.
Real accent. He's like, okay, you put some fucking salt and pepper in it or whatever. I can't.
He's
do
got
it.
that Creole. He's not Cajun because Alan's Cajun.
Well,
Yeah.
dude, how is Al doing? I miss that guy. I love you, Al. If you hear this, I love you, bro. I miss you. I love you. Whether you
He's
or not, I still love you.
If he was on here right now, he'd be like, Rocky, quit acting like a jackass. What he'd tell you.
He would, but I love you, bro.
He'd probably say,
He'd
put
be like,
stuff in that
he
cup.
want me to tell you. He said, hey, tell Rocky quit saying that stupid shit sometimes.
What, like a pirate? There ain't
Yes.
no talking like a pirate without me.
It's not stupid, Jed. It's his opinion.
You know, now that we're talking about Creole food and shit, it's got me craving fucking grilled oysters and shit. Damn
Hell
it.
yeah.
I went down to Louisiana. I went down to New Orleans and I messaged Kavanaugh and I was like, hey man, where's a good place to eat? Man, he gave me all kinds of good places.
Oh, yeah.
And oh dude, it was so good. I want to go back. I
Dude.
say we all
Cav-
meet up down there sometime.
Cab is one of the fucking strongest, toughest guys I ever fucking met in my life.
he's a good dude, man.
Dude, he's an awesome guy. I love that. There's not a day that goes by where I don't think about him and all the other guys on the Fife. Where I'm like, man, I miss these people.
You know, it was funny because he was always so kind of like quiet and like, but I mean, and then he would have his moments, you know, where he was like,
He
you were
could
like,
get
whoa,
loud.
what the fuck? Did he just say that? Like,
He could get loud and rowdy.
Dude,
or
he
surprised.
was not. He was more like Wolverine than he was like Gambit.
yeah.
Like he was a Wolverine and Gambit put together. It's like
He was surgical, dude. He was surgical. When he like came after you, he was surgical.
no, dude. The dude was a tactician when it came to fighting.
He was a ninja.
I wish that we were on the Fife when it was like 2001 to 2002 when South Park came on and Russell Crowe was on there making movies, making songs, and fighting around the world.
Yep. Yep.
God, he would have beat him up. He would have beat
But
Russell.
yeah, he gave me some good pointers on where to go to eat, man, down there. Oh, I love it
Oh,
down
yeah.
there. It's so good. That's some of the best food in the US is down there in New Orleans.
Yeah, it is. It
And when
is.
I went down there in 2019, celebrate after leaving Gulf Shores, right? Him and his wife, they took me, my wife, and River out to eat, right?
Mhm.
This little mama pop restaurant, right? Right there in Madiville, not New Orleans, but Madiville where he's at. Dude, that fucking place was one of the best fucking places I've ever ate at right there.
Yep.
And he told me that place fucking closed down because they got so fucking popular that fucking, I think Diners Drive His Dives was all there. They started getting popular. They fucking, the owners of the building raised their rent. They said, fuck this shit, we're done.
Yeah, so we used to go to the diners, dives, and drives like restaurants
Yep.
and stuff whenever we went somewhere.
Yep.
So like there was a place down in New Orleans we went to. There's a place out in Utah we went to,
Yep.
California. I mean, so I think I know which one you're talking about, and I didn't make it to that one, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit him up on Facebook and I was like, "Hey man,
Yep.
where's some good places to eat?" And he hooked it up. It was some good places.
Now, if you get on OnlyFans, right, you get big enough, right, get enough money, dude, you can get you a fucking Taco John fucking franchise on it. See, now Taco John's on the West Coast now. Washington State has a couple, right?
Yeah.
And all that. But before they was always like Wyoming, Midwest. That was it.
Well, when I went back to the East Coast, I started missing restaurants that were out here, different places, and then we had ones that were there but not here, and then you get used to them, and then you switch, and it's like, what the heck?
Yep.
So like Hardee's is big on the East Coast, but you come here and it's Jack in the Box.
Hardee's is Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
But also Crystals too.
We have Hardee's.
A lot of people don't realize this. People on the West Coast like Crystals are it's like White Castle in a way.
Yeah. That's all down south. That's like Florida and stuff like that in Missouri.
Well,
yeah,
but like when we got Jack in the Box, right? Well, St. Louis always had one, right? You know, for years, right? We got one at Columbia. I was like, fuck yeah! You know, I can have Jack in the Box again.
I'm in like a dead zone, so I have to drive 2 hours to get White Castle, right?
Yep.
Because White Castle has a rule. It's a corporate rule. They can't have more than I think it's like 125 of them at any given time. So they can't have more than like a certain amount of stores open, restaurants open, because they don't want to be. So when they first started, they said we will never be a McDonald's or anything where it gets too big, where the quality is actually affected. So that's why they keep it so little. And people down south wanted White Castle, so they came up with Crystals. And Crystals is the exact same burger, basically. I mean, it literally, you can't tell a difference. And they can have as many of those as they want. But White Castle said, we're not going to have more. I forget how many. We can look it up, but it's not that many. It's less than 200 restaurants at any given time can be open. And they won't open more if they have that number hit. So
we can go to Costco and buy the frozen ones, but that's all we can get.
But they're not. But they're not the same. They're not the same as the real deal. I mean, they're still good. Don't get me wrong. They're still good.
I've never tried the real deal. I even had a sister that worked at White Castles, but I've still never tried them because they're so Cincinnati.
They're so good. I used to transport patients up to Chicago from here. It's 2.5 hours. And on the way home, we'd stop at White Castle and I'd get a pack of 20 and I would just destroy them on the way home. And then by the time I got home, I was blowing up the fucking post and all the other paramedics and EMTs were running out because they run right through you, man. They're gut bombs.
But it's just like before we always had St. Louis had like 3 or 4 in the area, St. Louis area, right?
Right.
And then Blue Springs, right? That's the only ones that was in Missouri. And then Columbia finally got one. I was the first one in line at the drive-thru. I mean, I waited forever for that bitch to open up. You know, and I came away with 2 crave cases. I ate fucking half of the first one on the way home in 30 minutes.
And see, I'm pissed because why the fuck should you get them when Iowa can't even have them and we're closer?
Yeah, where are you at?
Well, you know where? No, the very first location when they first started, right? When the guy started, right? Making Wichita, Kansas. The very first one.
I know, it's fucking stupid. I'm closer to Chicago where all of them are at.
Well, where are you at?
I'm in Davenport, Iowa. So if you look at the map, the Mississippi River splits us and Illinois, and I'm like at the. So everybody always says the pig nose of Iowa. So where the river curves around Iowa, that's where I'm.
Well,
at.
You got them in Michigan too. They're all over Michigan too.
I know, and fuck Michigan. They don't deserve them. Huh?
Are you close? Well, you're close to what? Minnesota
and Wisconsin. So from here, it's about a 40 minute drive to Wisconsin. And then
how far
to
are you
the
from
border.
Rochester?
Rochester is about 6 hours because I used to I was with NRD Minneapolis, and that's that's about 6 hours also. So Minneapolis, Rochester, they're all about 6 hours away.
I got grandkids in Rochester now.
It's a nice area. I've been up there a lot, actually. I've been up
we
there
just
quite
went
a few
this
times.
we just went this last summer.
But yeah, that's not like I said, that's about 6 hours. So I'm about 5 hours away from St. Louis. I'm 5 hours away from Kansas City. I'm 2.5 hours away from Des Moines, and I'm 2.5 hours away from Chicago. So Chicago is the same distance as Des Moines is from me. I'm kind of like dead smack in the middle. So Chicago's northeast, and then Des Moines is directly west of me.
Just in the St. Louis area. 28 White Castles. Just that small
that's
area.
Bullshit. That's
Dang,
bullshit.
That's crazy.
I need one.
But you can't buy a franchise because they're still family owned.
Yep.
And where's Rocky at now?
I'm in
North Carolina.
North Carolina? Oh, that's where my mom and my sister are.
Yeah, I to be honest, bro, I grew up in California all my life, right?
Right.
And I grew up with all the stupid liberal goddamn fucking bullshit. And it was funny, dude. When I joined the Navy, a lot of girls that knew that I was joining the Navy in high school were like, "Don't marry a Japanese girl." I said, "I'm gonna marry them if they're fucking better than you."
Yeah.
You see that look on my face?
Seriousness.
That's a serious look. It's like, if you are not going to be a good woman to me, why in the fuck am I going to consider you for anything?
Yeah. My sister. My sister is the head of HR. She's an attorney for Eastern Carolina University.
Ask her about the fucking little people.
The little people?
No, I'm telling you, dude. Like, you ever hear of Blurry Creatures?
Yeah.
They talk about the East Carolina. They have skeletons of little people and giants.
Huh.
And the little people look like Cherokee Indians. And then when you look at the Cherokee Indians, guess who they go back to? The Hebrews.
You know what's funny is I'm Cherokee.
The tribe, the nation of fucking Israel. Now, I don't know what tribe they come from, but they're from Israel, right? They're from Israel proper, but it might be Israel like the tribe of Issachar.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Like, everything has a foundation in something else that was in the Bible.
Right. Well, everything kind of started in Africa too and branched out, I believe.
No, actually, they're actually telling you no, it didn't start in Africa.
Huh.
There's actually a fucking thing that came out like last year or the year before. They said it didn't originate in Africa. It started in the Middle East. Now, there's other books, bro, that say the Middle East was actually America. Right?
We'll get we'll get to that. We're going to have another episode on that one.
Yeah.
Let's get back to White Castle here. Hodges,
okay.
Did you realize that the square hamburger or square slider, right, is not the original slider White Castle had?
No, it isn't. I know.
It's round, people, with no holes in it. Nope. That was the very first slider. That's why they call it 1921 slider.
Yep.
But Hodges, you're going to like this, though.
They put the holes in it so that way the steam and everything could escape, and it actually, because they cover them, they're God damn it!
But
I'm so hungry.
As long as they don't cook.
Now watch this. Got shrimp nibblers now.
Oh my God! Really?
Yes, and they got some other ones too here.
They got the chicken sandwich too. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I can't have that though because it's got milk in it, motherfuckers.
Oh, they got a fish slider now too, huh?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Nice.
And the best size, not the French fries, in my opinion, the onion rings.
Yep. That's like Portillo's. I like their onion rings over any other chains.
Yep.
Onion rings. They're so
that's just
crispy.
like their chicken rings, right? I can't have their chicken rings without milk in it, but now they got hash brown nibblers, right? I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yep.
But here's what you need, Chris, if you ever get one,
right? Crave box. Yep.
Well, you got the Crave case, the Crave crate now.
Yep.
Let me see here. How many
Still
that holds.
fucking good, dude. Oh, I might make a drive.
Go.
It's 100 of them in the
100
crate.
of them, yes.
Yeah, the crate's 100.
sliders?
The case I
Yeah.
believe is 50. I think.
No,
isn't
well,
it?
case used to be 24. Used to be. Let's
Quick.
see here. 30 sliders. 30 sliders.
Yep, 30.
All right. I'm putting on me red beard for this.
Let's see, it's like buying a sack, right? We used to buy a sack before we had the crave case, right? When I was going to, we used to go to the St. Louis ball games, right?
I got
Dude, we come home because my dad loved because he worked in St. Louis on the railroad. But then we would buy like fucking 10 to 15 sacks and bring them home and eat. And we'd be eating those motherfuckers all the way there. And we always stopped on the way home, and we also stopped on the way to the ball game and load up on food, so we didn't have to buy no food at the ball game, right? Get filled up, so you just bought Cokes and your drinks, right? But man, I'm telling you, those white, a lot of people don't like them, but I love them.
I love them. Oh my god, they're so good. And
you know what I remember,
you know,
dude? I remember Hank and fucking what's that guy Kumar go to fucking White Castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also on Valentine's Day, you can have reservations to take your sweetheart there to Valentine's Day. And how I know this is when they first started. This was what, 2014, 15. I think this one girl, I took her to White on first date. She goes, well, wherever you want to eat. I asked where you want to eat at. She goes, wherever you want to. I said, wrong fucking answer. Wrong fucking answer. I took her to White Castle, right? And she goes, okay. And to see they had like Valentine's reserve your spot, right? She goes, don't even think about that for Valentine's Day. I said, what? You know, she goes, this is that romantic. I said, it can't be romantic.
then she ain't the one, bro.
I know. And she wasn't either.
Here's what I want to tell you about girls, bro. When Heidi and I were getting together, she was drawn to me, right? She liked me more than I liked her. And I did not have to impress her. She just liked me. So for every guy that's wondering if you got to make a girl like you, fuck that shit. She needs to like you more than you like her first.
Ooh.
And I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
And now they have ooey butter cake on a stick now, Hodges. Thumper.
Oh, he's gone right now. But anyways, if she likes you, great.
Now, Rocky, you don't know about ooey gooey butter cake, do you?
No, I don't. What is that, dude? That looks amazing. What is that?
It's a butter cake.
What is a
ooey gooey butter cake?
What's a butter cake? Is that like
butter
and cake or what?
Butter and sugar.
Yeah. See, that was a mistake made in St. Louis, right? The baker made a mistake. So they still put it out, and people loved it. So that mistake turned into a lot of fucking money right there. You never had a good.
What I'm telling the boys is, don't chase women. Don't ever chase them.
Let them chase you.
Let them chase you, because why would you waste your time on a girl that wants to take all your money but doesn't like you?
Well, I think it needs to go both ways.
It does, but it's called reciprocation, right? Remember the fractions? Reciprocal?
Yep.
If it's reciprocal...
You're telling me you got to flip her upside down?
Sometimes.
Well, that's the reciprocal.
Yes, it is. But she has to be willing to do it. In other words, if you like her a lot and she doesn't like you a lot, she's not going to like you. But if you like her a lot, but she likes you a whole lot, it's going to work. And I think that's what the problem is right now with a lot of girls. They're like, guys don't chase me, right? Well, why would a guy chase you if you don't like him?
Well, the thing is,
there's got to be interest on the other side.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
The whole point is
has to want you.
But the whole point of this, people need to learn the fucking hard way. Plain and simple.
They do.
If it's not Rocky, if it's not reciprocated, Rocky, it's called sexual harassment.
Exactly. So here's what's going on right now in the dating world. Guys are not hitting girls. Guys are not hitting on girls. And guess what happens? The girls get mad. And the girls get mad because the guy's like, I'm not gonna chase you. And they're like, oh, the guy's sassy. You know what? No, he's not sassy. He doesn't want to get me too'd.
Well, the girls want the guy that's going to jail.
What?
The girls want the guys that are going to jail.
Yes, of course they like the bad boys because they're fucking retarded as shit.
Right.
I'm not going to apologize because girls like bad boys. Bad boys fuck you and leave you. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if a girl really wants a guy that loves her, why would she go for a bad boy? That's because they're fucking retarded. I'm sorry if it sounds offensive. I don't care. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I don't care if you're mad. I still love you, women. You guys are the most beautiful creations in all of the universe. But you know what? Why should we go the extra mile for you if you wouldn't go the extra mile for us?
Well, because they want the guy that will protect them. That's entrained.
Why should we protect a girl that doesn't like us?
Well, that's just entrained into their brain. It's, they're picking a guy who is alpha and taking care of them.
Real alphas don't give a fuck about what they think.
Well, I understand that, but that's what's entrained into their brains. Just
because they you know why? Because they deceive themselves.
Well, it's a survival thing.
No, it's a survival thing. But
we're gonna have to end this. Little Tate's got class.
Here's what really happens: girls want a guy that's an alpha, right? They want an alpha that
end it. We're in a bit, Rocky.
Well, we got a few minutes, but I just want to give you guys a heads up that I'll have to stop recording.
Yeah. But this is Rocky. What you're talking about now, the dating world, is going to be a totally different episode right here.
Okay, we'll talk.
We're going to go down the rabbit hole we don't want to go down.
Yeah, it's too long. I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
So, on it.
You can blame it on me that I have to stop you so early.
No, dude, I'm not mad at all. I'm appreciative of it because I really don't want to get into it.
I'm sitting here looking at the Taco John menu, dude. I'm about to order food.
Well,
is the Taco John menu going to go to you?
And also, too, White Castle has a vegan option now, the Impossible Slider. I did not know that.
So is it good for Alpha-Gal?
Huh?
Is it good for Alpha-Gal?
I wouldn't eat it. I'll tell you that right now.
So it's not good for Alpha-Gal?
No.
It's probably good for him, but it ain't going to taste good. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Okay.
No.
Because none of that Impossible fucking shit tastes good. I'm here to tell you.
And fuck you guys and Taco John's. I fucking hate Taco John's. They have one in Indiana. And my brother took me there because it was so good. Tastes like shit. And I paid more for it.
So what's your favorite, Little Tate?
Taco Bell, man.
Now, did you have the crack taters?
I don't think so.
Potato Lays with that crack seasoning?
We just got regular burritos, but I couldn't stand the black beans in it. That was the big thing.
Okay.
That black bean flavor overtook it.
Here's what I'm going to say to that. I know you love Taco Bell and you like Taco John's or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Try my taco truck, and I'm not saying the fucking name. Come your ass down to where I'm at, try my fucking tacos, and then compare it to whatever you fucking had before, and I guarantee you'll love my shit more than theirs.
Okay, as long as it counts for Mexican food when we were down there.
It's fucking Mexican food because I'm fucking Mexican.
No, but it's cooked by a white woman.
No, it's cooked by a fucking Mexican because I cooked that shit, fuck face.
Don't worry, I plan on making a trip down there. I just don't know when.
And I wish every one of you guys could come down there, dude. I'll give you fucking tacos galore. Because I would be so happy to see you guys in real life.
Bring tacos for everybody.
No,
right,
dude. I'm really serious. It's like I would be happy to see you guys in real life.
Shit, that'll put me halfway to you, Gilly.
Yep, and you would regret that, Rocky. Free tacos, you would fucking end up regretting. I'm telling you.
Are they street tacos, traditional?
You have no idea how many people I get free tacos to. Because I love them. And
but you forget how much we used to eat down in Tijuana, and also Del Taco, the 1 pound burrito, how many we'd eat before we went down to Tijuana.
You have to eat this and more.
All the street tacos in Tijuana, those were good.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was like, well, how much were they? I can't remember, like 25 cents a piece.
Yeah. Back there in the late 90s, it was about 25. Depends on where you got them at. Some over 50, some over 25.
Yeah.
So
those are good. Good caffeine.
And on that note, Phyllis, Rocky, take us home.
Okay, guys, give me a second. I've had fun. Thank you guys for talking to me. I appreciate it, dude. I've been out of it for so long. I've been working so much. It's great to see everybody. All right. No, wait. The fucking thing's
Get it right. Get it right. Come on now.
Fifers departing like in fucking